Black people have been a part of this nation since before it was a nation. From 1619 until now, our presence has not been incidental. It has been foundational. From unwilling and forced labor rose innovation, culture, resilience, faith, and love. We did not just survive America, we built it, strengthened it, and transformed it. Black history is American history, and I am America's prophet.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day. March on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with the steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast.
Doing I don't know why it does this. I don't. Hello everybody. How is everybody doing on this evening? I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome, 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 Dion. Welcome, Desiree. Hello. It is a beautiful song. I love it. I love it. From the moment he sent it, I said, oh yes, this is I am Courtney is here. Londa is here. Josh is here. It's going fast. Nicole is here. Mary is here. I am glad to see everybody. I am glad to see everybody. Before we get started, we got a good one today. So we gonna go ahead and push on in. Um, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and push on in. Tarsha is here. Tarsha is here. Princess is here. Hello, hello, hello. J. Rochelle is in the building. If you have not already, let's get it. Hit that like button so we don't have to say that all night. So the mods don't have to say that all night. We know to hit that like button. Share this live. You can go right now to where you like it. Right next to it, there is a share button. Click on that share and you can just do a post. Subscribe if you have not. We are pressing and pressing and pressing. We got to 1,000 and we are pressing forward for 99 cents a month. Just 99 cents. You can become a member of the Sean Talk Show. And please, as always, turn your notifications to all. So YouTube will go ahead and send you out that notification when we are live, when there's a video, when there's a short, when there's anything, you will get that when you turn your notifications on. We do have a goal on tonight. If you would be so nice to help us reach our goal and light the chat up, light it up, light it up, light it up. We do have a new what do you call that thingy? Cash App. That's what it is. We do have a new Cash App, and it is $ Sean Talks, SHUNTALKS. And then we have PayPal for those of you who want to support by PayPal, at Sean Talk Show. Zelle also is Shauna 1574 at Gmail. And follow us on all platforms, Sean Talk Show, TikTok, Instagram, and now Facebook. I haven't posted anything yet, but the Facebook is up. So if you are not following me on those, please do, so that if you want to send me a message such as a DM or whatever, you can get it to me. If you can't reach me through that email. Jacqueline, what is going on? What is going on? Let's see. I think that's all of our announcements, if I'm not let me see, let me make sure. I believe that is all of our announcements. Oh, can't forget these. We have mugs. We have mugs. You can find it in the shop. We have the Sean Talk Show mug. And for special occasions like this one, we have the Sean Talks Her Edition mug. So grab those if you would like to take a sip of something with us. You sip on what you gonna sip on. That's your cup, and that's you and your Jesus. All right. Let's see. Let's get into it. I think that's all of the announcements. I believe that's it. I think that's it. If my guest is ready, you can give me a thumbs up and let me know when you're ready to come in. All right. We got a thumbs up. All right, and y'all know how we do it. Nope, I'm gonna wait till she come, because I need facials for this one. So we're gonna go ahead and bring up I am Courtney Phillips. Why I can't hear you? You muted.
I thought I came in with a grand entrance and
Look at-
everything.
Okay, do it again. Okay, I'm gonna take you down, and then I'm gonna bring you back. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it again. Okay. All right, so here is one of my co-hosts coming back. Nope. Okay, here is my co-host coming on in. I am Courtney TV.
Good evening.
There you go.
Shut. There's always something going on with us, boy.
Listen, it would not be right if it wasn't. Listen, if there is more than 2 females, it's going to be something at some point. It may be good, it could be bad, but it's gonna be some.
It's always good with us. I love it though. It's hilarious. It's always a good time. Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday. I always look forward to Sundays to be on this platform with our host with the most, Sean Talks, and with Tarsha Global with her amazing, splendid, gorgeous, just all of the above self. I love it all. And so good
I
evening to
love
our
it.
chat. The chat is always on fire. So it just keeps me motivated and wanting to come every single Sunday. I was about to say Monday. I saw Jesse and I was thinking about Millennium
Thinking
Mondays.
about
So shameless plug. I'm excited about that too.
there it go. That's how. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Hey Angie. Hey Cece. Hey Jesse. Hey Londa. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, so you know what? I got them applause and stuff and all of that stuff on here, but I don't have my mouse. So it's just some things that I just it's coming
Tarsha says
though.
she's backstage.
Okay.
Let me say this about you also. Man, your show is a freaking amazing, okay? From the graphics to the everything is just excellent. So I just want to big you up right quick and just let you know, man, you're doing a stellar job. And I am looking forward to the day where I can get my stuff together. And
Listen,
congratulations on 1,000 subbies. And it's probably more now.
It is. It is. And I looked this morning, I said, oh, okay. I feel you. I see you. I feel you. But yes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna wait till I bring Tasha up and I'm gonna tell you. Okay, now we have our second co-host, the prophetess, Tarsha Global. Woo! Hello. Now she now, you know what, this mutant. I'm gonna get you.
No, she was on.
Hello.
There it is.
Good evening. How is everybody doing on tonight?
Good.
Tarsha,
how are you?
I just got finished watching your Flying Monkeys live. You do it every time. You knock it out the park every time, prophetess. I love it.
Thank you.
The Flying Monkeys.
And then I was
go watch that. The Flying Monkeys.
Please go and watch it
immediately.
And then right after,
after
this,
watching, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was watching Will and Grace right after that, and Jack said something about flying monkeys, and I fell out. I said, "Oh,
oh my goodness! I guess everything is in divine alignment." That's what that means. Yes.
Listen, great show.
Thank you.
Great show. To respond to what Courtney said, thank you. I really want to say thank you because there's been background chatter. You ain't did nothing since Orlando. What's changed? You ain't. And I was like, my numbers say different.
Right. What have you not? You have become more consistent since Orlando. I see the elevation in your platform since Orlando. So whoever said that, they are a little unclear.
I think they're looking for like these millions to have fallen into the.
I don't even know if I want to talk about that because that concerns me. Like, let's get over it, people. Now, you and I both know Orlando was not about money. It wasn't about this elaborate whatever you concocted in your mind. It was about knowledge. It was about information. Information is wealth. So what are we talking about here? I'm sorry.
Well, I just want to say, I always have a very controversial perspective. How about this? It's none of their business.
Well,
and I'm gonna tell you why. This is your platform, and this platform also belongs to God, and He's the one that is given the direction for what you have to do in your life. And what I notice about some of these people, they have a very dark, controlling, manipulative spirit to the point where they're ruled by jealousy and driven by envy. And they think that they can control what other people do on their platforms. And that is where it becomes dangerous. Because again, this controlling and this trying to control where people go and who people follow, and you reporting on how many subscribers the next person have, why does that concern and become anybody else's
That's right.
business, right? And it disturbs me because it airs on also the side of sabotage, right?
Hmm.
To try to disparage, to try to discourage people from coming over here. And I've noticed that since I came on YouTube. And to make that type of commentary on a trip that, first of all, you're still talking about it when there's so many other things going on, it really makes absolutely no sense. And that's why I said, you reaching 1,000 subscribers and what you do over here, that's between you and God and your assignment. And these people like to make other people's platforms their commentary when they don't know what you have going on behind the scenes. Right? And so that's the part that always disturbs me. You should never worry about what somebody else has going on because you don't understand their journey.
Exactly.
And that's what I
And
wanted to say.
and don't let it be somebody that was named among them, because you got bigger fish to fry. And we're gonna talk about that later.
Okay, so
All right, I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna
Let me
let y'all
back
know
down.
before we get started, because y'all gonna be like, oh, we are going to talk about the lawsuit last. So we won't be rushed. So we gonna go through what we gonna go through, and then we gonna hit it where we gonna hit it, and we gonna hit it. Okay. So so first up, I saw this and I thought this was very interesting. And then this being the women's panel, I was like, well, looky, eggs and cookies. So we have 4 Black women that are running for governor in 2026. We
Woo!
got Keisha Lance Bottoms, which I love. When I
Love
moved to
her.
Atlanta, I
Hmm.
liked her before I moved there. But when I got there, I was like, oh my God, I
Hmm.
love her. So shout out to her. We got Yolanda Flowers,
Hmm.
Dr. Carnita Atwater, and Dana Marie Foster.
Hmm.
So the first Black woman governor elect could happen this
Yes.
year. So
Yes.
y'all get on out there. Get follow Courtney and already get listen, follow in the footsteps because we can do it.
I'm so
We abs-
excited to hear that.
Hmm.
yes, yes. I'm really excited to hear it.
Do we know what states they're in? I know Keisha Lance Bottoms is in Atlanta, Georgia. What about Yolanda Flowers and Dr. Carnita?
You know what? That is a good
Let me look it up.
so we got, is that Texas? No.
Who?
That is Arizona. Look like the states are on their picture.
Oh, it sure is. I didn't even look at that. So we got Georgia. That looks like Mississippi.
Okay,
That looks
yeah.
like
I didn't see the
Tennessee.
hook.
And I can't see because the chat is right there. I can't see the
I
other
think
one.
that's Florida. Let me
Okay.
move the chat.
Yeah, that's Florida. Wow. So
Yep.
we have Georgia, Missis. Let's make sure that's Mississippi because it
Let
may
me
be
make
Alabama. Let
sure.
me double check. Let me double
It's
check.
that hook,
The,
Alabama.
the hook is Alabama.
It's
My
Alabama.
bad.
It's Alabama. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then that's Tennessee for sure. And then Florida, absolutely. So I'm so excited. Um, are
I am
are they're
very
being
excited.
voted for during the primaries, right? I believe so because
Yes,
we voted for
Governor.
governor. So yeah. So please, if you are Flowers is in Alabama, okay. Ooh, my bad. I did say Mississippi, my bad. So please get out and vote. I know about for
Please.
Texas how they did it, and I've never seen this done before. So this was interesting.
Mm-mm.
But when I went to give my ID, um, on the little computer thing, you had to select what ticket you were voting, either Democrat or Republican. And then from there, when you select whichever one, I don't know if it's different for each state, then you were able to select, all your local and your state government for either that Democratic ticket or that Republican ticket.
Oh,
So I don't know if
okay.
they do that anywhere else. I know that was done here in Texas.
We got to pay attention. Listen, they
Mhm.
changing stuff and they doing
Yes.
different stuff. When y'all go in, read. Please read.
Yes.
And if you don't know, ask somebody who look like they gonna say it right. Don't be, because we got both working in there. Well, all of them working in
Mhm.
there. So just make sure that you please read, because they'll get you. They'll
Yes.
hoodwink you in a minute.
Absolutely. Because Jasmine Crockett was talking about how a woman went to go a old woman went to go vote for her, but she got the wrong ticket. She got a Republican ballot. So she wound up voting on that Republican ballot, and she was looking for Jasmine's name and couldn't find it, and come to find out she was
Yep.
voting a Republican ballot.
Yeah.
So, and that was here in Texas. So again, I'm not familiar with other states if they do that, if they separate the ticket like that or not, but just please be mindful of that. Make sure your IDs are current. Make sure you're good there. If you have any elderly, please help them out. Either take them to the polls or make them
Please.
aware in advance of anything. If you go vote for first, make them aware of what's going on. Like again, for Texas, that different ballot that made a difference. That woman
Mm-hmm.
voted a Republican, ballot and did not know, and that
See,
matters.
that's why I say we gotta read. We gotta read. Hey, welcome to the room. I don't know if I spoke to Nicole, but if I did, we gonna speak again. Speaking from the purple couch. Welcome, Hun. Welcome,
Hey.
Hun. Welcome, Sean. We yeah, you have to read.
Mhm.
It is
Have
imperative.
to.
And listen here, I'm gonna say this, okay? I'm gonna say this to y'all. If you don't know, there's this thing called Google, and
Mhm.
then there's this new thing called Chat GPT. Tell it exactly what you don't understand, what you want to know, and it's gonna give you play by play
Mhm.
what you need to know, who you need to know about. So we don't really have too many excuses now as to, "Well, I
Right.
didn't know who, well, I didn't understand what." We can't do that
That's
no
right.
more. We can't do that no more. Okay. Not only can we not do it anymore, we can't afford to do it anymore.
Mhm.
We can't afford it. We can't afford it. And I'm telling you what I know, because I went in Chat GPT just to see,
Mhm.
and it gave me everything from the police station to
Mhm.
all the way to Lansing. So there's no reasons. There's
Mhm.
there's no excuses anymore.
Please vote this primary. We need the Senate to be blue. And I know that's probably very controversial what I just said, and I'm not trying to necessarily tell people how to vote. That is your right as an American citizen, but all things considered with what's going on right now, if you are in disagreement with what is happening to this nation right now,
Hmm.
and um, all of our um, rights are being trampled over, the Constitution is being trampled over, all these things. If you are against that, please vote accordingly. And I'll say that. Just
Yeah,
vote accordingly.
yeah. You vote for what you believe in. At this point, if I don't know the name, but they talking good,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of at that point. If you talking good, I'm gonna have to go ahead and go with you. I look you up,
Mm-hmm.
but if I see what I see and you talking good, yeah, that's and it's kind of sad that you can't stick with who you were with because of what we're working with today.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, ain't trying to tell nobody, but mm, let's see. Clarinda said these folks are slick as horse snot.
Don't start, Sean, please. I was trying not to laugh. Course
Clarinda.
not.
I was a marijuana legalization advocate, and the way the bill was written, it was very confusing on purpose. Yes, please make sure you understand what you're voting for. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it hasn't been, there have been so many cities when I was in Georgia that had set up for the
Mm-hmm.
marijuana because they was like, okay, we're gonna get it this time. But the way they put it on the ballot, it still has not fallen through.
Mm-hmm.
And people have to understand when they think about marijuana, they think about these kids that be around here with red eyes and smelling up the places. And that's not necessarily true. There are
Mm-hmm.
ailing people that need this.
Absolutely.
So we have to be, we gotta, social media is a blessing and a curse. Stay off of that stuff where the people be scratching and fighting and all of that stuff because there are people who need it to live.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
They need it to
Even
live
yes.
comfortably. They
Mm-hmm.
need it to be able to eat.
That's right.
They need it to be able to sleep, to
Mm-hmm.
walk during the day. They need these things.
Yep.
So don't just go on somebody being high. There are autistic children that are on things that have CBD and T.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. In my life I had to start taking a few gummies
Mm-hmm.
to help me with PMS, and now moving into I guess perimenopause,
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
which to me I'm like, Lord, please, this is, I don't know what's going on. But I at the direction of someone else who said it helped them, I started to have one here and there, and I noticed that it also helped me with I was having some abnormal like cramping and all kind of stuff that was happening, and I couldn't really, the doctor didn't know what was going on, and so it was also affecting me sleeping at night. And so long story short, I started to do it just to help me sleep at night and to help me with the pain. And then
mm-hmm.
I noticed that I said this is something that people are using to help them with certain aspects of life. I never thought that I would ever have to need anything for pain or what is it? Help me regulate my hormones, because
Mm-hmm.
the thing with hormones, because this is a women's program,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
affect hormone issues affect people very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
And so once I realized that I couldn't sleep, it was just back pain and things like that. One of my friends said, "Why don't you try to take this gummy at night, see how it will make you feel? How was it working out for you?" And I'm gonna tell you, it helped me for medicinal purposes. Do I need it now? No. But for that short period of time, nothing was really working.
Mhm.
And I had never known that your hormones can cause other type of hormone imbalance, can cause other type of problems.
Absolutely.
And so
It is.
because I was able to, what it was really doing was it was helping my nervous receptors that was like agitating, pain, not making me sleep, and whatever was going on with the hormonal abnormality, it was like all making my body feel out of whack.
Mhm.
So the overall outcome was it was keeping me very calm when I would have these hormonal imbalance and fluctuations. So, and when did this start? As a middle-aged woman, all my
Mm.
friends was younger. I never smoked marijuana or nothing, or I'll be out at the club, they be doing it, and I'll just be like, oh, I'm gonna have me a little drink or whatever. But as a woman now who is 50 and my body has changed, I'm not gonna sit there because the doctor wants to give you all kind of
Yes.
Yeah.
medication.
Mm-hmm.
And part of my family is also Caribbean. And when you go to the Caribbean, they drink it as tea. It's like a normal thing. It's a normal occurrence. And my family, we practice herbal medicine. And I remember when I was a child, my mother kept a jar of rum that was infused with marijuana leaves. The
Mm.
marijuana leaves was stuffed in the jar, and then they would pour the rum on top, and that would marinate and marinate and marinate. The water would turn green. As soon as she would hear us coughing, she would get that marijuana infused rum, mix it with a little honey, and we drank. We was kids, and she would put it in a on a teaspoon, and we would take it. It would open up our chest. The asthma would stop, right? And it will also make us go to sleep. So my mother, when we talk about all of the holistic things that she's used, I remember when you go to Jamaica, the grandmas will
Oh,
create a poultice, the marijuana mixed with other herbs to draw out pain and fever and sickness.
yeah.
And so that's why, in my opinion, I've always felt like it should have always been legalized because it is an herb from the earth that has medicinal purposes. But with anything, people have taken it and used it also for evil. But for those who have certain health conditions,
Yeah.
it can literally help you and to stabilize you.
Mhm.
And especially now you can go to the doctor and get in New York, I know too, the medical marijuana card.
Yeah, and
Just wanted to put that out there.
when you
Thank you for
go
that.
to the dispensaries to get it, you tell them, "Hey, I'm having problems with this," or "Hey, I can't sleep," or "My pain is here," or "I've been diagnosed with this," and they will give you what is for you.
Yes.
It's not or you just in there, you just getting high all day. Some people don't want to, but some people, if they don't have an appetite.
Yep.
Without their appetite, they can't take their medication. Without their medication, I went in and I told them that I couldn't sleep. Told them I had a torn rotator cuff on top of frozen shoulder, and they gave me this. You put a drop in your tea or your coffee or whatever every morning. But
How has it done for you?
I've been able to sleep more than I have in
Okay.
months. In
Yes.
months. It's relaxed the muscle enough for me to actually get a little comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
The shooting
Good.
pains all day and I'm not having that.
Good.
So without it, y'all know I was just
Well, you do look more relaxed now. I can see that you don't look you don't look like the pain, that you're
Mhm.
trying to be on the live and work through the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That was what I had noticed before. But can I give a little commercial here while we're on the topic?
Mhm.
Sure.
So Archbishop Ebenard Jordan's daughter, Bethany Jordan,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
sells Holy Leaf. If y'all want to go to her website,
Mhm.
and her gummies are great.
What's the website so I can drop it in
Can
the
you put
chat?
it in yeah, you
Mhm.
put it in the chat.
www.holy WHOLLY
Mhm.
leaf.com. So I like her brand. They're
Did I
mild.
spell it right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
They're very mild. Especially for someone like me who I never did, I never smoked, so it is really
Mhm.
good for somebody like me to calm me down. She also gave me some of the sports cream. So Sean,
Mm.
if you want to be interested in that, I was using that on actually my whole body. I
Okay.
kind of like layered, like I take a gummy and then put that on my whole body just to create like a calming effect a little bit on my lower back where I was having the pain. And
Okay.
it's really good. So the gummies and the oil is the oil drops are nice too, but I feel like for me the gummies are spectacular. She had gave
Mhm.
me a sample, and I was like, oh, I should have got the gummy instead of getting the tincture oil, because I didn't really want to have to something that I would have to like eat and chew a lot. But
Yeah.
the gummy gave a more calming effect than the oil. The oil is good too, but I will say her gummies are fantastic. Very, very
Okay.
nice.
Tarsha, do you
That's
think we can get her on the panel? Do you think
I
she would
can
come?
I can send her a message and ask her if she would like to come
yeah.
on for,
That would
and
be
discuss the
great.
product, because I
Yes.
think for me it has really helped me in the realm of feminine needs. Oprah,
Mhm.
not Oprah, Whoopi Goldberg and a partner, they actually started a business that actually targeted it for women. They had the bath soaks, they had
Mm.
teas and things like that. But something went on during the pandemic and they were not able to continue the business. But when I did my research, a lot of the women that were in the comments were like, I never in my life had marijuana, but this has helped me with my monthly cycle, with the pain
Mm.
associated with the cramping, with the moodiness,
They
and
don't understand. It
and
helps.
you can't sleep at night because you just like, oh my, it's like I don't even,
You can't even
Mhm.
put it
you
in the
can't
words.
describe
I
it.
already know. I already know. You can't even. That's why I want to bring back that menopause unlocked, because it's just so much. It's just, it's just so much, and every woman is different, but we all have
Mhm.
a lot of the same symptoms. How
Right.
we handle them and how we go through them is different, but we really have all of them. So I definitely want to bring that back. Like maybe this week. Yeah, maybe this week. Let's see. We got Angie then came in. Darius, hey boo. CC, what's up, hun? Um, let's see. This is a question I want to pose. Um, to the women, because this is the woman show, so there are some things that we as women just do naturally. um and I want to ask this question: are we healing or just surviving? Because we hear a lot of people screaming, I'm healed, I'm healed, I'm healed. but actions show different.
Mhm.
I agree.
Actions show different.
I'll start by saying
I
this,
see you. I see you.
and I know Tarsha gonna lay us out, honey, with a powerful message. But I think that healing is ongoing. We're forever healing because we're forever evolving. And there's always something to heal from. Okay. So that's number one. And then number two, I do, in fact, think a lot of us are surviving because some of us choose not to thrive because we don't know how to. All we know how to do is survive because we've had to survive most of our life through some type of traumatic experience or just through life in general, just trying to make it. So, yeah.
And Courtney, the crazy thing is, it's not until I want to say the last 2 years, maybe, that people are actually realizing that they
Mhm,
have not healed. We have just been surviving.
mhm.
We are just coming to grips with what it even is that we have to heal from.
But I feel like that's why a lot of us, uh, let me not say a lot of us, that's why some of us isolate ourselves because it's not until you come into contact with people that you see some of the unhealed parts of you. But when you're by yourself, it's hard to see. You're good to
Mhm.
go. You feel like, hey, I'm good. But it's not until you interact with people relationally, and I'm not just talking about romantic relationship, I'm talking about friendship, I'm talking about coworkers, I'm talking about people you go to church with, I'm talking about people in the grocery store. Any type of interaction with a person is going to bring some type of something out of you.
Mhm.
And so and that's the only way you see it. So I also think that's why we have a large demographic of people that are very isolated because they don't want to deal, some of them.
This is true.
That's my opinion.
I see Desiree said we are healing because we have more tools and resources and
Mhm.
avenues to outreach to others for support and community. Yeah, we didn't have that.
Mhm.
We
But
didn't.
but my question is, does our demographic, do we reach out, or do we um do like our forefathers? See, a lot of the generation before us wasn't going to therapy. It wasn't, Jesus and therapy wasn't a thing.
Nope.
It was
Nope.
just Jesus and Jesus alone for
That's it.
some. They
That's
weren't
it.
seeking medication. They were going through um, um, all sorts of depression and anxiety and bipolarism and all sorts of things that they were going through.
Yeah. And some
And
people
now
didn't
we
even know what
know.
it was.
Mhm.
I
And now
think.
we know that we have access. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, did I? Oh, I was just going to say that healing is a lifelong journey. However, there's different levels to it. So,
Mhm.
um, I'm not going to say different levels. There are different stages of healing. So, I'm not in survival mode because so with survival mode, there's also a level of trauma that comes with it.
Mhm.
And so because I have done the work, so what I'm trying to say here is we shouldn't remain at one level of healing for long.
Yes,
We all go from glory to glory and
that's right.
to strength to strength. So the level of healing I'm at now is not the level of healing I was at when I was 20.
Yes.
So I have healed from a lot of things that would have hindered me from getting to where I need to be. I am in a very peaceful, happy, um, part of life. And Maslow's hierarchy of needs would call it, I have reached self-actualization. However, when you reach self-actualization and you come to terms with where you are, you come to a level of also accepting that you caused some of the problems. And so at this level, and I'm going to be very transparent right now, I had to seek God to ask him, why am I attracting the same person but in a different body?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I attracting the same men? It's like I'm with the same man over and over, a different body, but same spirit. Let's talk about relationships as far as friends. Why am I attracting the same type of friend is attracted to me?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What is going on? I used to look outside
Mm-hmm.
of myself and say, they are the problem.
Mm.
But God had to say to me, no, you are attracting these types through an open wound, and it's time for us we got to get to the source.
That's
Mm.
good.
And a
That's
lot of
good.
times we are running away from the very thing that is causing us to do what? Attract unhealed people. And the same type of friends can be abusive, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm meeting the same type of man.
Mm.
Why is this happening? Because you have not tackled this old wound. And now either you keep going through the same cycle of shipwreck of friendships, meeting the same man over and over, but in a different body, or
Mm-hmm.
we go into a consecration and we start getting to the root and you start taking responsibility, because we try to run away from responsibility. We don't
Yes.
openly say that we don't want to take accountability.
Yes.
Oh, he came up to me. I didn't go up to him. No, no, no. No, no. Tarsha, what are you doing now? You should know better. You need to start getting to what are you doing in this scenario?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's time for us, and I'm talking about, this is how me and God talk. It's time for you to heal. You can't babysit the trauma anymore as an excuse. So either
Mm.
you spend the next however long I have you in the earth realm babysitting this trauma, or you are going to miss out on another part of your destiny because you don't want to accept that you are part of the problem. So, what
Mm.
is my lesson in my own journey? I have taken accountability for the level of unhealing that I have remained at.
That's
And
good.
and and then too with that, in that journey, if you run across a friend or somebody who is in that healing space, you'll think that they're crazy
Yes,
because they're not in that trauma space that you are. So
yes,
they'll be the
Mm.
unhealthy person to you. Whereas, no, this is the person that's going to pull you out of where you are. You
yes. And we
get
all,
with those people because it's comfortable, because it's familiar.
I agree. I
I
agree.
agree. Yes.
Mhm. And I think
Yeah.
that at every level of my healing, right, that I have been at, when I came out of it, I've had celebration seasons where God restored, and then I accepted the restoration. I accepted friends falling off.
Mm.
And so at this level, because I'm going to tell y'all this right now, people don't like when you get healed.
Yeah.
They want you to stay at that trauma level where they are, because now y'all don't y'all
Have
can't
nothing in
have
common.
a pity party on the phone anymore. And this is why when you become healed,
Mm-hmm.
you begin to lose people in your life because your soul can no longer affiliate with your past that hurt you.
Come on.
So
Mhm.
subconsciously, they realize you're not the same Jesse that used to come with me to the karaoke bar.
That's right.
Jesse is trying to go start his business so
Yes.
that he can leave corporate America and do what God has called him to do. But because they're not healed, they're not
Woo.
going to understand that Jesse has a call on his life, and the two of you no longer agree. The Bible says, how can two walk together except they agree? So what ends up happening, the healed you
Mm-hmm.
can no longer affiliate with those people because they're part of the wound that you was babysitting. So now y'all
Yes.
don't have nothing in common. So what God has to do is he builds you up in the healing process to
Mm-hmm.
be able to endure a very small season of loneliness. And then the
Mm.
people that are assigned to you, you will be replenished and refilled again. And then you will be living the abundant life. You will no longer be in survival.
Yes.
And
Yes.
this is what God has called us to do. We must become healed. We must become comfortable with who we are and never bow down and diminish yourself to shrink back and appease those who God is telling you to leave behind. And this is why, Courtney, the things that God have called you to do, you have already moved and stepped into a new season. And this is why there's opposition in the ministry that you are in. Why? Because people can already see the greatness and the things that you have been called to do. They can see that you are moving through your healing journey, and they may not say it, but they can see that there's something on your life, and the glory is moving to bring you into a season of wholeness.
Mm.
And that is why I don't claim, am I in survival? Because once the other side of the healing is the abundant life, the things that God has promised us. Let me tell y'all, we have
Yes.
to understand that the abundant life is not what they put on TV. Whatever makes you happy. I could just go to the park and lay on the grass and watch people walk by. That is so peaceful to me.
Mhm.
Yes.
So everybody is living where they're supposed to be now, but moving forward, you move it into the next level of your glory. And that's all I had to say.
I knew you was gonna lay us out. I already knew
Woo.
it. Yes.
I
Oh, that was
listen.
good. Oh, that was church.
That
I can run.
I was getting ready to cut the camera off and cut one real quick. I said, let me sit here. Let's be calm, because whoo,
Ooh.
Jesse said cue the organ.
Right.
Where I got to get jibes and get me an organ because
Cause
cause
ooh.
whew, Lord. Okay, listen, if y'all ain't hit
Mm.
that like button by now, I don't
Right.
understand why you have not or why you would not, because if you don't like this, there's something wrong. We're gonna have to go and really evaluate, because
I have a question for Tarsha. So let me ask you this, Tarsha. So for those that are facing struggle and oftentimes feel like they're scratching and surviving as far as, fiscally, how can they thrive in a dry place
mm,
or a place that appears to be the wilderness or appears to be dry?
Number one, accept that accept that the place that you are in is the place where you're supposed to be, and you make sure that you utilize the resources available to you now, because the Bible says that um what does he do? The scripture was just there, and then I heard my baby cry. um if you are faithful with a few things, thank
Mhm.
you, Holy Spirit, he will what?
Make you ruler of many.
He will make you ruler of many. So these are spiritual but also business skills that God placed in the Bible. You
Mhm.
don't complain about the season that you're in. You just thank God every step of the way. Whatever resources you have, you use it to the best of your ability. You take care and manage where you are now. And then God will begin to slowly elevate you
Mhm.
out of that position. How many of y'all have seen One woman that is a perfect example, Operation Nikki on YouTube.
Yep.
She started out in an apartment, but you know
Yes.
what Operation Nikki did? And y'all could go over there and let her be your inspiration. She cleaned that apartment. She
Mm-hmm.
took care of it. She made videos like her apartment was a palace.
Yes.
She made sure she kept that house clean, and she utilized her natural abilities that she had. She loved to clean. And
Mhm.
even though she had an apartment with her husband and her children, she said, you know what? I'm gonna make do. I'm gonna put my apartment gonna be on YouTube. I'm gonna show the people how I
Mhm.
clean my house. Now, do you know
Mhm.
Operation Nikki has been elevated to
Yes.
two more? She went from I think they had a 2-bedroom apartment. Then
Uh-huh.
God elevated them to a beautiful home where she really
Yes.
took off with her content. Beautiful home. I tell you no lie.
Mhm.
Now she's
Mhm.
living in a mansion.
Yes.
God gave her
See?
a mansion last year. So
Wow.
that's how I know what God does. When you're in that
Mhm.
place, I remember living in a room with no window. I'm being real right now.
Mm.
When I first moved out, I was like, I ain't staying here no more. I got a job. I'm grown now. And I moved out.
Mhm.
Ding dong, Tarsha, why did you pick an apartment with no window in your bedroom?
Jesus.
But guess what? God has elevated me.
Come on.
And that was the first, last, and only apartment I had with that my room did not have a window.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, but when I was in that room, when God was telling me things about what I'm going to be doing, I was like, what? And then sure enough, and I was working in a mail room making $7 an hour.
Wow.
I will tell you this. That was 1997. And I went back to school. I was working in the mailroom, making $7 an hour. I was living in this little rundown. My bedroom had no window. 12
Mhm.
months, but guess what? I never complained. 12
Mm.
months later, I was working at my very first high-paying corporate job, moved out of there, and God put me in my own apartment.
Wow.
So this is
See?
how God works. But you take care of where you are now. You can't keep up this thinking that you deserve more when you're not even taking care of what God has given you now. Be a good
Mm.
steward over that which He's giving you responsibility over. Then you will see the elevation. And that's why the beginning of this program, I said it is nobody else's business what goes on over here because God elevates. As long as you steward this platform and you do what He's called you to do, He's in the business of expanding and elevating. When you steward over the little, He will make you ruler over many.
That's what it say.
Yes.
That's what it say. Well, then there's that. There's that. There is that. I want to do something funny real quick. I'm gonna call it a commercial break.
Okay.
I meant to do this earlier. It seems like every week we have somebody else or something else from this family. Um, so here is the premiere.
Got the victory and it ain't just cause they fall. And it's only by the blood and Holy Ghost and fire. If you try to reach me, better meet me at the high. Come and fuck the game up, better know that I'm on fire. Find this focus, burning out these focus undenied. Yeah, we got the victory, forget we got to try. Looking for the overflow like Psalm 91. It's the hidden spirit, but the battle's just begun. Praying on my knees because I know your kingdom come. Jesus is the king, there is no backup, only one.
Yeah, you better gospel rap. You
They
better.
really so into. I can't believe these people just coming out here about Glorilla. Oh my goodness, her family. I felt like it was so much better when they was like being minding their business.
Yes.
My goodness.
But let me say this.
Listen,
I like Brorilla now. Let me tell you why. I appreciate the fact that she has a t-shirt line. She's actually doing something. She's doing the
something.
skits. She's doing all that.
Yes,
So
yes,
I
I
have to
agree.
salute her. I I I love it
Well,
for
she
entertainment
made,
purposes only.
yes, she made herself famous.
Yes.
Whoever she got working with her, they like, you about to,
Yes.
cause
I appreciate that.
I just
I
want
said
her.
okay. Hmm.
I just want her to get these words together, and we'll be okay. I don't have my damn problem with her. Just
Hmm.
get these
Yeah.
pronouns together, and we can fly like the moon. I would love. I'm gonna try to bring her here.
Come on.
Why
What's
not?
up? Yes.
Why not?
Absolutely. I'm
I
proud.
mean,
I'm a little proud of her. When I saw her
yeah,
t-shirts and her t-shirts look nice, the ones that
they're
I
really
saw,
nice. Yeah,
I said
they're really nice. Even
salute.
when
Yes.
she's done her appearances at clubs and stuff, she don't be rah rah rah. I mean, she's who she is already.
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't heard of any like fights or any, her going off on her fans, because she does have them now.
Mm-hmm.
She's not doing any of that, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
She took what she did, and now
Now,
will the
bro, really,
sisters
you take
make
some
it?
of that money and you go help your siblings now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, because you cannot be talking about your sister. Hallelujah. You're gonna leave hallelujah alone if you
Period.
not gonna do what you came out talking about her doing. Now
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
we will. You say
Jesse said,
she
bro, really
want
want
10K?
10K. I believe that. I believe it.
I believe it. It's gonna go down in a minute because she gonna find out that ain't, depending on where you
Somebody's gonna
go.
pay it. I really
That's
feel
what I was
like
gonna say,
somebody's gonna
depending
pay
on
it.
where you go.
Yeah, I'm proud of her. Now,
You
this sister you just showed, that was cute. That was a little piece of bop. But what does she need to do to rise up out the ashes like Brorilla?
her hair for one. She needs to
Huh?
style it, huh? Oh no, I'm sorry. She needs to get with somebody like Brorilla did.
Now, is she a part of the community? The fourth
Uh-uh.
sister? Do we know?
I don't
No?
think so.
Okay. Secondly, I don't think Brorilla grabbed this team. I think that they came to her as a result of everything that was going on. At least I hope that's the case.
I think the difference in them is Barilla came out like, hey, this is what's going on. This is, and she told her story. I think
Mhm.
the other ones that are coming out are like, oh, snap. She didn't came up, and because where was this video before? Why didn't you do this before? You could have said, hey, I was rapping first. This is what I was doing, and hit that. But you came out first, like going off. That wasn't the way. They had already been done.
I guess they felt like they needed to grab attention. Now that I have your attention, here's what I have going on.
Okay, I can go
But
with that one too.
I think the other siblings they're gonna have to be creative. They're gonna have to do something else. We can't just come out with the going off on Glorilla. That's not gonna work because we've already
We
seen that,
did
like
that
you said.
already.
So we got to do something else.
Hmm.
One thing I like about Glorilla, I mean Brorilla, the sister, her name is Victoria.
Hmm.
She didn't realize that she had her own
You
gifts.
said that,
She's
Tarsha.
naturally funny. So what the thing is, people want to laugh
Hmm.
right now, and she came out at a very vulnerable time for social media, and she was almost like a break from looking at all of the
It was a
ice
breath of fresh
stuff
air.
and
Mhm.
All of the negative things that we've been hearing. And so she's naturally funny. She don't have to rap or nothing. All she need to do is get up there, turn the camera on, and tell
Mhm.
off all these celebrities. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
she has her own, as they used to say, swag. She got her own
Yeah.
personality that is magnetic.
And the
Mhm.
And
other
mark
one don't
and
have it.
yeah, in marketing, they call it magnetic marketing.
Mhm.
She has that it factor, but she should know she had it because her and Glorilla are twins. It's
Mm.
just that hers came out in a different way. They come from the same, creation. They was in the
Yeah,
womb
they're the same
together.
person.
It's just that she didn't realize what her star power was.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And
This
now she's up almost $1 million.
she
Yes.
was that TMZ 2500 flat. That did it.
That did it.
That right there. She really didn't have to come on and say too much more about it.
I went from being frustrated with her to being proud of her a little bit.
I'm always I watch her.
Yeah.
When she fell in them house shoes, that was hilarious to me.
Mhm.
But she got what I mean, there's 10 of them. Everybody not gonna have it.
Man, if all of y'all come
Mm-hmm.
out, this is gonna be foolish at this
And
point.
uh-huh. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I wasn't going to say anything. I was agreeing with you.
Oh.
yeah, yeah. So I thought that was funny. So I
So
had to
what
bring
the
that.
so before we move on, what do the other siblings need to do? Let's help them out. What do they need to do?
They just have to be themselves. Look, Brorilla came on, and she even follows some scripture principles. Let your
Mm.
requests be made known.
She did.
She let him know, listen, I want
Mhm.
2,500 flat. She let her requests be made known. And what did heaven do? Answered.
Woo.
She got
Now she
25.
done
She
got
got a bunch of 2500s.
endorsement deals. She got celebrities backing her up. She went from living in the pit. Now she's going up to the palace like Joseph.
Jeez.
She doing skits, and you know how many people gonna get her just to do skits?
Yes. But like Tarsha said, she had something to work with. And Tarsha noticed it from day one. I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
see it. I was aggravated to no end. And
Yeah,
I
them
felt like
words
it
had
was a
me
mental
aggravated, so I
break.
didn't say nothing. I was like, ugh.
I was so disgusted. And I felt like she was having a mental break. And I felt like, per usual, the internet was exploiting her.
Mm-hmm.
But now, man,
She making it do what it do.
yes. And
She
that's the
making it
part.
do what it
Now,
do.
had she not been making it do what it do, had she not come out with the t-shirt line, the skits, the this, the that, and the third, had she not flipped the opportunity, I would have been very disgusted with her.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't
She
be able to
flipped it.
stomach it.
I am just, I'm so happy for her now.
You're right, Catherine. It's not. Not all 10.
No, it's
No.
not. But the way she
Mm-mm.
was carrying on, I don't know if you're talking about Glorilla, or I don't know if you're talking about Brorilla, but the way Brorilla was carrying on, now you should be obligated to reach
Because
back
you made
and
your
help your
sister
sibling.
obligated.
That's right.
You
That's the
made your
only
Mhm.
sisters
part.
obligated. So I need your mama to be
Yes.
some living somewhere else. I
Yup.
need your daddy to be living
Come
somewhere
on.
else. I need all of your siblings.
Yes.
I want to see you going up to their house, dropping off, because this is what you
Period.
wanted your sister to do.
Effective immediately.
Because you got it. Now she did send her mama some money for her rent, so I can't. When she got
Pay
her
it up. Pay
first,
it up for if you get that million, you need to pay it up for the year. Pay her rent up for
yeah,
the year.
that for that
Hmm.
that that first 25 she got, she did send her mama some money. So
Hmm.
I'm not gonna rag on her about that.
Nah, I'm still ragging. You everything you wanted Glow to do, you need to
You
do it.
need to do it. Yeah,
Now
I
the Lord is
agree.
testing you. He
I
gonna
agree.
bless you, but now he's testing you
I agree.
to
And
see what you gonna do.
mhm.
Hmm.
Yep.
I agree.
I'm
I
also
agree.
happy that she can just be herself.
Yeah.
Yes.
She doesn't
Yeah.
have to compromise or try to be something that she's not. People want her raw, authentic self. The way she is, she don't have to change nothing. Just
Mm-mm.
be yourself.
Just be yourself. Yep.
Catherine,
Yep.
I get all of that. I get all of it, and I'm with you, sister. But because she came out, all we're saying is because she came out the way she did,
She's
guns blazing,
obligated, just like
now
she
you're
said.
obligated to do what you expected Glorilla to do for you. Because other
Mm-hmm.
than that, has she not done any of that, then we would be saying the same thing. Just like we said about Glorilla. She don't owe nobody nothing.
Yep.
But no, because you expected your sister and you said it out your own mouth to offer you something, to do something
Yep.
for you, to give you 2,500 flat.
She's supposed to. You supposed now reach down and pull the
Thank
rest
you.
of them up like you
That's
said
it.
she was
That's all.
supposed to.
Because she said it out her mouth.
Yep.
Now it's her turn. And
I
let's see
agree.
what you do with your turn. Hmm.
I agree.
That's
I
all.
agree. Okay, so we gonna slide into what we looking like on the likes. Let me see.
Uh-oh. Let's
Let
see
me
what we
see.
got.
Let's see what these likes is looking like while we
How many people live? I can't see it.
um I think we need some more likes.
Uh-oh.
Just because.
Listen, Tarsha over here giving us that good church, that good word for Sunday. Come on, y'all can hit the like.
Y'all can hit the like.
Come
We
on.
got a goal we trying to reach. We got
Mhm.
cash apps up here and Zales, and I ain't seen a color in the chat yet. But
Uh-oh.
we
We
gon'
are monetized. I said we. This show is monetized, y'all. Please do a favor and go ahead and hit the super chats so that our sister Sean can see her hard work not going in vain. Please. Also, her cash app, $ Sean Talks. So if you could be so kind as to drop a donation just to show her that you appreciate her consistency, you appreciate her coming and having these conversations and all of that good stuff. If you can't do
okay.
that, if you can't do a super chat, when you get a chance, order a mug. The mugs are fly. I meant to ask you, by the way, can I get a hat in pink? We
Yeah,
can talk offline. Okay.
yeah, we can. Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
yeah,
I
yeah.
want a hat. I would like it in pink.
Okay.
So yeah.
I
So if y'all
love
can
new
do that,
stuff.
and then you know what's free, y'all? You can hit the like button. You can share this live or you can subscribe. We're at over 1,000 over here. We want to get our sister to 5,000. So if you could help us,
I
that would
received
be
it.
great.
I received that. I received that. So I saw this the other day, and this is going to take us into this next question. So this has been a lot of controversy. Is it true? Is it real? Is it what is it? What is it? I don't really know why, but let's look at Valentine's Day. I'm
Are
not
we
playing the
supposed to hear
music.
something? Oh, okay, okay, okay.
No,
Got you.
they ain't getting me.
Got you.
This is them on Valentine's weekend. They're out of town. They He went to her show.
Hmm.
Like they're really hold on, because it's gonna like they really got this thing going. Now, people seem to think it's a skit. People seem to think that he don't really like her, or why would Al be sure want Lunel? Now, I was watching her live today, and people were asking questions about where he was, and she was saying something in her house that she had, and they were asking, did he like it? And she was like, we good. Like, he know what I like. I know what he likes. She was like, I know a lot. Like,
They live
and
together?
no,
Okay.
They don't live together. Hey, Inspired, they don't live together. But that brought me to this. Are women being difficult, or are they becoming clear about their worth? Why do I say that? You get to a certain point in your life where the glitz, the glamour, the looks, the cars, the this, the that aren't important anymore.
That's right.
And you start wanting what you want. How are you going to love me? How are you going to treat me? What are we going to do when times get hard? How are we going to be when one of us are sick? What does life really become when you become clear on what you really want? Now, looking at them,
Mm-hmm.
you would think, oh, that's LB Sure. He could have whatever model he wants. But does that really work for him? He's been in the industry how long?
Very long time.
And I know he didn't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Every shape, size, color, whatever. But where were them people at his lowest?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Let me say this. Let me ask this. I cannot understand for the life of me, why is this an issue? When they first came out, I could understand it. Okay, I get it. The the looks compatibility, excuse me, for some may be off. But to me, she is a beautiful person inside and out. I'll be sure, beautiful person inside and out. They've had a friendship for a very, very long time.
Very long time.
And at his lowest, she was there. And for
Mhm.
that, he honors her, he respects her, he admires her, and most importantly, he loves her. Everyone deserves to be loved.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what is the issue with that. He has had it all. At this point, and you get to a certain place, like you said, Sean, you get to a certain place in your life where, man, you want kindness, you want respect. You don't want to have to strive with anyone in relationship. You want to be compatible with a person to where you can be
Mhm.
in a room and both of you all could just be quiet and enjoy each other's presence.
Yeah.
When you get to a
Mhm.
certain place in life, all them bells and whistles and the Coca-Cola bottle shape and all of that stuff is out the door. It's
Mhm.
frivolous when you're on your deathbed because that's
Absolutely.
where Al was. He
Absolutely.
was about to check out of here. He was down bad.
Mhm.
That's where it matters. Who's
Mhm.
going to be there for you? Who's going to help to wipe your tail if you ever need it? That's where it matters.
Who
And I
gonna
think,
clean your tubes when you need it?
who's
Who
going to
gon'
do it?
She saw him at his complete worst and was there with no intentions behind it. She was
Yes.
there with none of that. And that's what people are looking for.
That's what people really want. But you got to get past yourself. You got to get past, oh, they got to be 6'5" and you know, tall, dark, and handsome. And not to
Mhm.
say that you don't want to be you don't want to be attracted, but let me tell you something. Kindness is attractive. Okay? Genuine authenticity is attractive. Someone
Yeah,
with good moral values is attractive.
it's attractive.
It's not about some of this stuff that we think it is. And so for
Mhm.
them, I say more power to them. Lunel deserves love just like Albie sure deserves love. And it
Yeah.
does not matter what her body shape is. Because I think
Mm-mm.
that's why the internet is going up.
Yep.
Let's
And
just be
and
honest
and
and call a thing a
crazily,
thing.
because of the industry, people like Lunel don't think that they can have an LB Sure, which is
Yep.
crazy. If you see a nice looking guy with a woman that you don't think he should be with, then it's got to be something to it, or she got money, or this or that, or this or that. And it has nothing to do with that. Or you see a model with this rough biker that's like, why are you with him? You need to be with a Tyson Beckford or something. And it's like, why? That's for you.
Let people love who they love. And as long as the person is not mistreating them, as long as they're being treated well, that's all that
That's all
matters.
that matters. That's
This
all that
world is
matters.
so cold.
It's
My prayer
so
is that everybody is able to experience good, healthy love. I pray that
genuine
everyone
love.
is able
Yeah.
to be loved well. And maybe if everyone is able to be loved well and everyone know and realize that they deserve to be loved,
Mm-hmm.
maybe this world would be in a different place.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Folks mad because they don't have what she has. That's what it really is. That's what it is. They
Let's be
feel like she doesn't deserve somebody like him. Who are you?
That's right. And let's be clear, Albie Sure is fine, but his looks are nothing if he's dead inside. His looks are nothing if he is cruel. Let's be clear
I
on that.
know some fine ones that will whoop
Come on.
and not think nothing about it. And it's like, oh, they'll tell you to stay with him because he looked good
No.
or he
Or
got
because he got
money.
money.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, that's a real thing. They would definitely tell you to be with somebody because of looks or money, and you're miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Every single day you are miserable with this fine person.
Mm-hmm. You get
Child.
just what you want and be miserable.
Looks.
You got
Looks.
looks and money and you miserable. He don't hardly spend no quality time with you. He just doing whatever he want to do because he has money.
You can go
And not to
shopping.
say, let's be clear, you can have somebody with money, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we're not leading with that. You
Mm-mm.
got to have more to you
Mm-mm.
than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and purpose is most important. That's our reason for being here in this earth. Now, if you look at them, you'll see that they have been on tour together. Guess what? Their purposes are locked in.
And you can see it in them. How they look at each other.
Man, listen.
To have a friendship first is beautiful. Everybody don't get to have that. There's a
That's
once in a
right.
lifetime where you will meet that person and in 6 months you'll be like, oh, I love you. But
Mhm.
you have spent so much time talking. And then sometimes if you meet and one is in that spot and you're there, you all are seeing each other still in that moment. So yeah, you'll have a connection. But then there are some people that you can be together for years
Mhm.
and still not know really who they
Yep.
are because
Yes.
they're putting on this front for you. So it's like, okay, when you see who they really are, then it's like, oh, how do I get out of this?
I pray that we all realize that struggle love is not a thing.
It's not.
You do not have to struggle in love to
Mm-mm.
have a testimony.
Mm-mm.
Yes, that's something that I believe also has been normalized in our
Mhm.
cultures, that you have to struggle to be with somebody. You have to struggle to show your love and just live a life of stress to
Mhm.
prove that trauma is normal.
Mhm.
We have to also break these mindsets. It's okay to show affection.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to publicly show that you care about somebody.
Mhm.
But what I know is that Lunel and Albie Shore, they've been connected by the soul and not by the
Yes.
physical.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's the part that people who are not spiritual, They're looking on the outer, but they don't know
Mhm.
how their souls have connected.
Yep.
Where his soul recognizes her soul, and they're
Yep.
dancing in the realm of the spirit
Mm-hmm.
because God is in charge of finding what your soul mate. That's what a soulmate is.
Yes.
You're not bonded by the physical, you're bonded. You know the person's soul. The two of you see each other. That's why they say some people had love at first sight
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
because you
You can
see
feel each
that's
other.
your soulmate. You're drawn to each other like a magnet.
Hmm.
You see, so that's where this is, where I see that
Mm-hmm.
this has nothing to do with physical. Let's just say this. I'll be sure knows how he looks.
Mm-hmm.
Janelle knows how she looks. God knows how they both look.
Yes.
And one is extremely good looking, and one is a beautiful, in my opinion, beautiful plus size woman. But
Mm-hmm.
society has placed certain beauty standards
Yes.
Yep.
and tries to make what God created to not feel beautiful. And so my point is that this has happened because God has said these two souls, they need each other.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nell's
Mhm.
husband died. Albie Shore's grieving his mother.
Mm.
He lost his also the mother of his son, Kimberly Porter.
Mm-hmm.
God,
They were together through all of that.
God drew them together by spirit to help each other to be a help
Mm-hmm.
and to look beyond the physical. They
Yep.
both are on both ends of the spectrum. According to society,
Right.
Albie's supposed to
Yeah.
be the good looking one. And why is he talking to this older plus size woman?
Mm-hmm.
But God said, no, I'm stripping y'all from y'all looks and y'all going to know each other by the
Mm-hmm.
spirit. You're going to be friends first. So
That's good.
it's powerful when you connect by spirit. Why you see some people, you're like, what in the world do they physically they don't match, but they together? It's a soul thing.
But
Right.
you know what's even more funny? Most of the people saying this ain't got nobody.
Most of the people saying this, they don't have nobody and they're already miserable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
And they're looking like, why is he with her? Why are you still
Mm-hmm.
by yourself?
Come on.
Again, they don't look to themselves. And sometimes, because we haven't been healed from our soul wounds, you can be presented with your soulmate, but it's not the right time.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. That's good. Say that again.
You can you can be presented, your soulmate can be presented to you, but you may not be joined because it's not the right time. One of y'all still
Mm.
out of alignment, needs some more healing. And
Mm.
maybe if he
Mm.
would have come into your life now, you may cuss him out. You're not healed in that area. Your patience is still
Mm.
short. So when that
Good.
happens, it's called divine alignment.
That's
You've gone through
good.
your journey, he's gone through his journey. And that's why the Bible says that a man who finds a wife, he finds a good thing. It has already happened in the spirit realm. You have already been prepared. So when he sees you, he
Mm-hmm.
knows you're the one. And this is why
Mm.
women are to not be out looking for, I'm looking for my husband. No, he will find you because his soul gonna be drawn to you like a magnet. You're gonna be somewhere where you say, why am I even here? This man walking to the coffee shop. Y'all start talking. That's your husband.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. That's the one. Why am I in this bookstore? Person come over to you, ask you a question, and y'all exchange numbers. Bam, this is soulmate. You're
Mm.
at the. That's why they say you in the right time at the. You're in the right place at the right time, and everything comes together. It's like a harmonious syncing of the souls,
Mm.
and that's what
That's
happened with
good.
Mel and Albie Shore. We don't know what God has for them, but let them have fun. I want to have fun. Shoot.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on. And you will,
Listen,
Tarsha. And you will,
it's
honey. You
coming. We didn't
deserve it
already
all
talked
and some
about it.
more.
It's
That's
coming.
right.
We didn't
That's right.
already. We didn't already
I
talk
hope
about
you
that.
gonna segue into that next story before we get to the lawsuit because this is a good segue. Because I have a question.
Which one?
Anton, you weren't gonna do that story.
Daniels?
Yeah, because we talking about soulmates, and then no,
Where did I
I ain't trying to produce your show. I was just asking. If we
put
not,
it
that's
in?
fine.
I thought you was pulling that up. Because remember I said I could.
My bad.
I don't really know about this. I've been seeing this story trending on YouTube, but I don't really know. I thought he was married. Anton Daniels.
So he is. Do you mind if we go into a little bit of it?
Mm.
Okay. You gonna find it right quick, or no?
Yeah, let me see.
Okay, I'll talk about it while you looking. I apologize, Sean. I don't know, child. I be having 100 million things going on. Okay, so we're talking about soulmates. Anton is in a bit of a pickle because he has a panel show, right? And one of his panelists is a female. Her name is Mika. Okay. Mika has her own YouTube show as well. So Anton discovered her. I believe she was watching his show. They both share conservative views. So she's a MAGA woman. Okay. She's black. No, she's Latina. Uh, I think she's black and Latina, but nonetheless, she's MAGA. Okay. And so they share views alike. So that's how she wound up being on his platform. So what they have been doing is they have been business partners. He has flown her to Detroit. She has gone with him to basketball games where she sat courtside. Remember, he's married. His wife was not there. The issue has come up that she has been spotted with Anton rather, just her and him. And so it turned into a whole thing of her allegedly being a side chick. So
Wow.
yeah, so she has tried to dispel the rumors because she's married as well. Now Anton has never met her husband. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward to the reason why I brought this up, because we were talking about soulmates and all of that. Anton asked her a question on the panel. He asked her if we would have met prior to both of us being married, would we have been together? Since
Wow.
then, she has left his show. So she's no longer working with him as a result, because now both of them have gone viral. And that clip of him asking her that is on YouTube.
Oh my God. Where's his wife at?
At home.
There. So Mika was saying that his wife is there like 98% of the time, but she wasn't there when they were courtside at a basketball game. I don't think she was there when they were at Corey Holcomb's show when him and Anton kind of got into it. Mika
No, I
was
don't think
with
she
him.
wouldn't.
So Mika is saying that this is a business deal. Whenever we're in a contract, whenever you see us together, we're handling business. Now, somebody said this: Mika's husband has never met Anton. She's doing all of this business. Never, the husband has never met Anton, hadn't had a phone call with him, nothing. Even Mika admits that. Okay.
That's
So
crazy.
then, but she, of course, met the wife. The wife was doing her travel arrangements and all of these things. Mika's issue, she left the show, and she said her issue was that when everything blew up and went viral, Anton did not defend her.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. Cause why you leave her out here by herself,
Mm-hmm.
when y'all was doing it together?
Mm-hmm.
There's something about him I don't like.
A
He
lot.
MAGA, let's
I
start
never
there.
watched him I watched him like a few times. My son's father is a big fan of him.
Mm.
That's how I even found out about him because he
Is
showed.
he a conservative? Your son's father?
Yes. So, when I went viral, I didn't even. He didn't know about it. He
Mhm.
found out on Anton Daniels' show,
Wow.
and
Anton talked about you?
yeah. So,
Wow.
but I told my son's father, I don't watch him because he gets
Mhm.
a lot of his views from him, and a lot of it just. I'm not even going to talk about that on his channel, but it's just too much.
Mhm.
He's a fan of Anton Daniels and Kevin Samuels, so that just
Oh,
gives you,
no.
yeah.
Tarsha, how
But
you put up with that?
I didn't.
Okay.
I left when my son was 2 months old, but that's a whole
Okay.
nother story. But that's a mess. Now I see why it was going viral. I had no clue what was going on.
Mhm. Now, Mika, let's be clear. If you just so happen to see this, I think we want you on the Millennial Mondays panel because of your political views. I would like to definitely have some conversation with you. Now, I have been thinking about this, so I'm sorry, Sean. I'm not trying to produce your show. Um, so we were talking about soulmates, and like I said, he asked her, had we met previously, would we have been together? Do you think when you gave the example, Tarsha, of meeting someone at the wrong time, my first question is, do you think that was an instance of meeting someone at the wrong time and maybe they were meant in another time? But also, my question is, do you think some men, because I know we can't answer for all, but do you think some men can work with beautiful women? Because this young lady is gorgeous. She's beautiful.
Some men can't work with average women.
Okay.
Some men. I've seen that lady. Now I don't follow her, but she comes up on my timeline. Peach McIntyre.
Uh-huh.
She
Hmm.
says she can't. She don't want to send her kids. She's afraid to send her kids to daycare because her husband may cheat on her with one of the girls at the daycare. Because her husband is a chronic cheater. There's some people, men, they're not. They just like one thing. They're not looking for certain aesthetics. But this is what I'll say about Anton. Some men, they put it on, I am meeting this person at a different time of my life. That verbiage he said, right? The wife that he's with aligned with him when he was at a certain place in his life. The
Mm.
ride or die. She
Mm.
was there from the bottom. We started at the bottom, now I'm here, right? Sometime when men get to a certain pinnacle of success, they begin to be attracted to a different type of woman that aligns with where they are at that point because they are now out of line with the one that's at home because the one that's at home is still kind of complacent and viewing them from that place when they was at the bottom. But when they meet somebody outside that sees them from where they are now and where they're going, they start having these thoughts like, me and this person got more in common. This person is more aligned with me now. But you haven't always
Mm.
been an internet sensation when you met your wife who
Right.
was an average person. So
Mm.
that's what the real tricky situation is. When you have a true soulmate, it withstands the test of time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
But
saying? Some
Mm.
people have said they have had maybe more than one. I believe there's only one, right? That's just me. But
mm-hmm.
I feel like with him, he falls in that category of sometimes what his name? McClendon did that. That pastor, Bishop McClendon.
Clarence. Hmm.
Clarence
Yeah.
McClendon, all of a sudden, the wife he had when he was a struggling preacher,
Hmm.
all of a sudden, she no longer matched where he was
Wow.
at. He said the Lord gave him a revelation that he got to get a new wife. And he boldly did it.
Yes.
This is what a lot of these
We
successful
see
men
this
do.
all the time, don't
All
we?
the
Yes.
time.
This is what that is. This is not really about, oh, this is really the one. No. Anton is not the same Anton he met with his wife.
Hmm.
Right.
He's now
Wow.
around. He's in that air, that celebrity. status.
Yeah.
He's in a different. People are citing him. He's in the news. He's a big YouTuber. He has multiple platforms where he's pulling big numbers. So
And
now he wants,
sometimes when you,
yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I was going to say, sometime when you're with somebody who's not in your same field or somewhere near it, they don't understand your work hours, your phone
Mhm.
hours, your computer. They don't understand they don't understand that part. So sometimes you can bicker about that. Why you on the phone? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Why you doing this? Because they don't understand. When you're with somebody who understands it, you'll both be sitting at your phone like,
Mhm.
and it's not a problem. It doesn't, nobody feels slighted. Nobody feels like you're not paying me any attention. So it's different when you're at certain stages in your life to be with certain people because they just don't get it. And that can cause a lot of problems in the household.
But is that why so many people have like work husbands and work wives? Which I don't believe in that. Don't come on here with
Sometimes.
all that. I'm
No,
talking to my
but
future.
see,
No, I'm teasing. Go ahead.
no, now some people do that and they take it too far. Sometimes that
Yes.
work husband or work wife can be just that person. I stopped and got some coffee. I got you some coffee too. Or the day before, you might be like, you know what? I had some donuts and I thought, like, people who
I
work at
ain't playing
plants,
with it. That's your
when you,
coworker. You went and got your coworker some donuts. You went and got your coworker some coffee. I'm sorry. Let me.
Courtney said, no,
Don't play with me.
I don't care who it, my coworker bought me. Don't come with no work wives and work husbands. We
None
don't
of
do
that.
that over here.
None of that. But so he was very much so out of order and out of
That's
line
crazy.
for sure.
Sean Nathan says, what was the response?
What was her response? She giggled and she danced around it. She danced around the question. She knew
That's
she couldn't
embarrassing.
answer that like outright. They were on a panel. His panel is like quite a few people, as many people as you can get on StreamYard. That's his panel. So he's asking her this in front of this panel of people.
Mm-mm.
And knowing that she's married, of course she can't answer that.
Yeah.
So to the wife,
Mm.
I was thinking about this in the shower this morning.
Mm. That's
I don't want my husband to be uh on the court at a basketball game with his work wife.
if
Am
his
I wrong for that?
business is different.
Why I can't go?
Because
I
if
want to
they
go to the
doing
game too. Can I go to the game? I can't go to the game?
now, let's be honest, there are some wives who can't because
Who-
you still want that attention. They are at work. So that we holding hands, we about to be, not saying that that would be you. I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna speak from experience.
Okay.
I've been at a concert with the person that I was dating at that time.
Mhm.
You already know, after concerts, you got people coming up to you,
Mhm.
they doing it, they hugging, and they get home. Why was all of them people? What was all them? That girl, that was hug was too. And I'm like, who are you talking about? First of all, you know how
Mhm.
many people I hug? Like, I
Mhm.
don't. That was just too friendly for me. Last concert.
Yeah. I just want to go
But
to the
then the
game.
next one was like, we at the concert. Listen, we get there together. I'ma go and I'ma direct. I'ma do. After church, I see you at the car.
Mhm. No problem.
Everybody can't do that.
Okay,
You
you're
might want
right.
to be the one at the game, like, this my boo. You know what I'm saying? I'm at work.
How many husbands bring their wives to social functions that's pertaining to business. Why not? Tarsha, your husband taking another woman to the game and they sitting courtside?
No, because I'm gonna eventually show up over there.
But see now, y'all talk,
Come on,
y'all, but
Brooklyn.
they work together though, correct?
She said it was business. Let's be clear, man. I'm sorry. They was hugged up, taking pictures courtside, bruh. I want to be at the game. I don't even know what else to tell you. Why all three of us can't be at the game? I'm sorry. I'm
Now
scratching.
again, if it's somebody who can do that and respect my job, and we gon', we not at the basketball game together, I'm going to work and you going with me.
No, we're at the basketball game together because we're business partners as well. His wife helps him out in his business. We are business partners as
Oh,
well.
well, see, that's different.
I'm
Okay,
going
well,
to the game. I'm going to enjoy this game with you. We're going to hold hands every now and again. We're going to enjoy. I'm going to be
that's
like,
different.
go team, go. All of that.
But see, that's his business partner. So yeah, that makes it, that
But
brings a
even if
different.
it wasn't his business partner, why she can't go to the game?
I just
I want
told
to go
you
to
why.
the game.
You would know how to act at the game.
Would I?
Oh, Courtney, I'm
I'm
not.
playing. I don't care. I want to be at the game. I do not care. But let's.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You would just want to be at the game. But there are
You're not
some
finna be
women.
hugged up courtside.
Oh, they
Okay,
was hugged
I'm
up.
showing my.
They was hugged up.
Yes.
Oh, well, see,
That's why this stuff
different.
is going
Okay.
viral. It's
Okay.
the imagery of it all. And here's the thing. So she did
Okay.
a podcast called Perspective, where she was answering all the tough questions, and that was asked. A gentleman had interviewed her, and he said, yo, you are courtside with this man hugged up. It's the imagery of it all, and you're married and he's married. It does not look good. It's not a good look, and that came from a man.
Yeah,
So
that puts
it's
a
not
different
all
perspective
about
to
being
it.
insecure, because somebody's gonna say that.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna say you just insecure. You just no.
Yeah.
Some men want space. Take space. Take space.
Yeah,
But what I'm not gonna do is you gonna take your space and then I'm scrolling and somebody else in your space.
Yeah.
Another
Now, if
woman?
they taking space going out with their friends, then that's different. But
Different
you're not gonna take away moments with me and be with somebody else in that same way.
Hugged up. Now I understand y'all business partners, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to
Yeah, that's
take pictures, all this, but there's a certain way that you carry yourself. I'll give an example. There's a certain way that I carry myself at church. When because I hug everybody, I'm very social, right? So with the men at church, especially if you're married, it's a side church hug. Hey, brother, and it's immediately, hey, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I might give you a
Some
fist
of
bump.
them I don't even hug, I dap up.
Yep.
There is a certain way that you carry yourself, and I'm not coming against this woman or Anton or anything like that, but there's a certain way that you carry yourself that you're not as a married woman, because I'm willing to bet you, because I think she said her husband didn't like that when she was asked, because she was asked.
Oh, yeah.
No, if I'm married, I'm not finna be hugged up with no man. Even if we got to take pictures for business purposes, it's going
There's certain
to
ways
show
we're gonna take
a
pictures.
certain way.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna show like I'm with my boo at the game.
It ain't gonna be no reason to question it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't wait to talk about this. My bad.
Yeah, that brings a whole nother. That brings about a whole nother perspective on that.
Because too, I'm not saying all men, but I think that some men, especially if you check all their mental boxes, you know what I'm saying? They may like a gorgeous woman with a certain type of look to her that's intelligent, and can have great conversations, and you all align as it relates to certain belief systems and things of that nature. You may definitely feel a connection
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I question if you're still able to handle the business aspect of it all at the end of the day, especially if you're married.
Yep.
If you're not married, totally different story. Rock out.
Yeah.
But if one party or both parties are married, I just think it's just a different perspective. But a man can become attracted because, like Tarsha said, he's in a different space in his life, and she may match where he is now.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, and then we can move on. My question is, do you get it out of the mud with the man? Because somebody mentioned LeBron and his wife, and they are an anomaly.
It's very few.
So do you get it out of the mud, Tarsha? What do you think? How does that work?
Well, see, my opinion matches what I said earlier. I believe that those who, like LeBron James and his wife, LL Cool J and his wife, various other successful black men who stayed with the women that was with them, Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel Washington, those people were already soulmates from the beginning.
Okay.
They were already aligned and they're on their life journey together.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why they withstood the test of time.
That's good. But how
Yeah.
you know? Cause remember, and I'm laughing at 219 Fair Court to go to that game, girl. Just don't mess up the bag. Listen, and then organically, Shanae, I am not negating that men go have your space, honey. I have mine. Let's be clear. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I do want to go to the game though. But
Listen, if
maybe
you're
his wife
going
didn't
with
want to
your
go to the
boys,
game.
if you were going with your boys, I don't need to
Different
see no
story.
woman in the
Period. If you
I don't need to
say,
see.
honey, the fellas are going, is me and the fellas tonight we going to the game, I'm not going. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why not. My husband works around beautiful women and I'm not threatened by them at all. Yes, there's a line, but not everyone thing is a line. I can understand that.
That's true.
Yeah. Work
Everything
around them,
don't have to be a
but my
thing.
God, don't.
If you tell me and the homies going to the game, all I want to see in your pictures is you and the homies. Now,
Thank you.
if your coworker just so happened to say she gonna be there, babe, such and such is here. You know, I thought it was gonna be all the fellas from work, but she here, and give me the option to say, okay, well, no, y'all go ahead. Especially if I didn't maybe hint it around to I want to go to the game, and you already know like kind of how I'm feeling. Is
Shanae,
give the invite.
Shanae, that's her husband, man. Then they're her boyfriend. Boyfriend, different story. I wouldn't be inviting myself if it was my boyfriend. That's my husband. Oh, you going to the game, babe? You going courtside? Babe, I want to go.
Especially if you, but see, that
That's her
goes back to
husband.
knowing. That goes back to knowing your mate.
Yeah.
If I know what my mate likes, there may be some times where it is working, she can't go. But on the times where she can go, instead of it just being me and the homies, because me and the homies and already went. So, how about, hey babe, game is open tonight for everybody. You want to go? No? Okay, cool. But still don't be hugged up in no pictures with nobody.
That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. Because even when you're working, you can, it's like Kendra was telling Jock, take your pictures. But if it look crazy to me, I'm gonna say something. Just because your person is a sexual person or something like that, it doesn't always mean that's that. But you also can't leave that room for that also. A lot of women won't mess with you because they know she may walk in the door at any time. I ain't because
Tarsha
they know
said what
you're
she said. She
present.
stood on business and she quiet right now because she
Yeah.
said point blank period.
You
I'm liable to show up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And if people know, then yeah, they won't mess with you. But even Mary, we ain't gonna pretend like they ain't women out here that do silly stuff like that. And
For
then if the
sure.
woman already like your man's and don't really care for your wife, then she may take a picture a certain kind of way. They do it.
Seen it
They ain't gonna act
happen.
like they, yeah.
Seen it
So
happen. I can
yeah.
call out names right now,
Mm-hmm.
celebrities that have done that
Mm-hmm.
and said that they did it intentionally. So
Yeah.
come on.
There's people that do intentionally do that. So you have to be careful on both ends. You do.
But
You do.
so the end result, she's no longer with the show, and that's that. We can move on. I just thank you for allowing me the space to get that off my chest and talk about it.
Yeah, that was the one I was like, I can't pull that. We gonna have our class and we gonna get that
Yes.
part together. Well,
For sure, Nicole, you're right. Go
thine
ahead.
time has come.
Yes.
The time has come, the time has come, the time has come that everybody is probably waiting for. Some may, some may not. Oh, but we gonna get into it. Um, I'm gonna do my notes because I see it. Because I'm gonna do another one, but I don't want to go off the.
Okay.
I don't want to go off the grid because this is our show tonight. So I want to leave it on where it is.
Do
But
you have a commercial before you go into it? Or no?
do we have a commercial? Did I put up a commercial? We can. Nope, I didn't.
Okay. No
I
worries.
thought I did. We can listen to Florilla.
No, that's okay. Unless you want to. Go for it.
No, no, okay, we'll do this before we go into it. Listen here, these are the ways to give. The Cash App is there, the PayPal is there, the Zelle is there. I'm going to say, just for the sake of this portion, because I know people gonna be asking these questions and they're gonna have some things to say. StreamYard, between StreamYard and YouTube, sometime I see the comments, sometime I don't. So if you want to say something, you can either do a super chat and put your question in there so we can see it, just in case it gets scrolled over, or you can send a Cash App and put it in the description. That way I will definitely not miss it. But I know folks is gonna have some questions. Some I will answer, some I ain't.
I think super chat questions is a dope idea, actually.
Okay, let's do the
Let's
super
only
chat.
answer super chat questions
Yeah,
to start.
because if we miss them, I don't want
Yeah,
to be like, well, you didn't.
that's a dope idea.
If you put it in the
Also,
super chat, that's how we
mhm,
can get it.
what are the likes looking like? What are we looking like?
Let's go back to the looks. Let's look at the likes.
Okay.
Mm,
I think we've had a pretty amazing show so far. And so, what we looking like?
we got 30. I
How
think
many
that's
we
good.
have watching?
Right now it's fluctuating between like 35 and 41.
Okay, okay. That's good. Okay.
So we
Okay, cool. Thank
we
you.
we doing
Thank you
good. Thank
all.
y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all so
Thank you so
sweet.
much.
Y'all
Let's
so
get our girl
sweet.
to 5,000 subs. I
Listen,
done skipped all the way from 1,000 to
I ta-
5,000.
I received it. I take it. I take it.
Please
So
like, share, and subscribe to
I'm
the
telling y'all,
Sean Talks channel.
sharing. Listen, sharing the videos, all you have to do is hit the share button and you can share it to whatever platform that you have on your phone. It usually pops up whatever you frequent the most. If you on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of those things, TikTok, X, whatever, it goes right there. All you gotta do is click it and it's shared. You ain't gotta do no extra stuff unless you want to. But that's a part of sharing.
And you know what
Uh,
else? Tonight, I'm going to join your membership. Y'all join the membership. It's about to go down. Premium, exclusive content in the members only. And it's only what, 99 cents?
99 cents.
I'm joining
99
tonight.
cents.
Get in on this
99
membership,
cents.
y'all.
Because it's some things that y'all know we cannot talk about in public. Now, if you want to spend your money and come and be nosy, that's fine also. But I didn't already put out my PSA. Talk about my members only in your public platform if you want to. I'm coming. That's just it. In public. Because private spaces are private space. Look at how we segue into this. Lord Jesus. Lord, I didn't even plan that. But we gonna go right into it. Let's move let's move the comments. We're gonna go right into it.
Okay.
We gonna go right here. We gonna go right here. So as we all know, Archbishop E. Bernard Jordan has put out a little lawsuits against some folks. So we gonna go through some key points because I don't have my mouse, so I can't just be scrolling through these pages. So we gonna hit a few, but we gone into it. So the one that we gonna hit, we gotta start here. We can't not do this. Okay. So the plaintiff is Archbishop E. Bernard Jordan, and the defendants are Larry D. Reed, Larry Reed Live. That's Larry and Larry Reed. That's him. So we got the Justin D. Edwards. We know who that is. Absolutely not. Calvin R. Blake Sr., no relation to the Bishop Blake, the emeritus. No relations, okay? Not unless it's way down the line, but as of right now, ain't none. Davion Augustus, which we know that is also goes by Conscious TV. Marcellus McMillan, individual, he's also representing the Mad Church disease. We have Thais Jackson, who is also the Thais Report. Jane Singletary, Kendall Peacock, Shamako Bryant, and Jane Doe 1 through 10. Now, people are wondering who are the John and Jane Does. Well, we don't know yet. That leaves room for whomever is at it. So, you know, did anybody see this coming? I'm gonna ask. Did
Let me say this. Shameless plug. I didn't go live Saturday, but next Saturday we'll be back. I said when can we call the content creators names, or what are we doing?
Their names is there. We good.
Okay. When Larry and CTV started backtracking and when CTV started wanting to be the mediator, right? I said then I believe that they were served with a cease and desist. Because why all of a sudden you went from the night before, you just did an expose. You done a 25-part series lambasting this man. And now all of a sudden you want to be the mediator. Now all of a sudden we feel so bad for him. That's Larry, that's my friend, you know. I still love him. All of this and that and the third. It wasn't adding up. I said then I believe that they were served a cease and desist.
Okay.
Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and of course Tarsha can correct me, before you go into a defamation, you do have to serve, I believe, a cease and desist. I can be corrected.
Well, it depends on what state you're living in, but I know that some states have to serve the cease and desist as a warning
Mhm.
before you file a lawsuit, because they have to, you give them some time if they're going to stop the tortious behavior, the
Okay.
whatever they're being accused of. If they are supposed to take down a video or something, they have time to do it. But if they keep going, then that's when you can now move forward with the next step, which is a lawsuit, and file a
And
complaint.
if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, and anybody in the chat can correct me, anybody up here can correct me. I think some videos have been taken down prior to this document.
There has.
Yep.
There's definitely been some videos taken down. They've either been taken down or put in members only in the highest tier. Some of them have not been removed.
Okay.
But it was so much done. It was so much said and done. How many times do you allow people to just keep saying whatever? And I said this, and this is, if you don't have it, I'm sorry. But it is just a way that it should be. Anytime you come after a man's family, you can't expect for them to respond in the same way as you did when you were messing with them. That's just, Jacqueline said, I'm gonna say it again. Dubai crossed the line when he mentioned Lady Jordan. That's a lot. Because you're going, yeah, talk about me, whatever. Okay. But not only did you talk about his wife, you said you was gonna make her cry. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna see who cry. You threaten man, we gonna go in here. So like I said, I'm not gonna put all of it up because I don't have my mouse and I can't be doing all of this scrolling that I want to do, or I would, but we just gonna keep that up there. Okay, um so here in the lawsuit we have a phone call that allegedly happened where another person was added without Archbishop knowing, and said that the call was recorded. So if a private call is recorded and someone doesn't know, is it ever okay to make it public?
Legally, Tarsha would know better than myself, but my God, if that doesn't say malice, I don't know what else does. Go ahead, Tarsha.
Um, from my standpoint, it's unethical to videotape someone without their knowledge, and then to make it public. In my opinion, it appears that that is malicious intent. And so, if two parties are not consenting, and you're recording somebody without their knowledge, and then you are doing it to either blackmail them or to extort them or to make them be in a compromising position, and you're using the recording as leverage, I believe that that is in its essence, that sounds also criminal, because
Mm,
you're maliciously utilizing a private conversation and you're weaponizing it to your advantage.
okay. So speaking from the Purple Couch says, in the federal court system, you can file a defamation case without having to send a cease and desist first. The case can be filed without that proof of that letter.
Y'all, hold on. Here come Nicola. You know Nicola finna turn this thing inside out. Nicola.
Hey, Nicola. Hey, girl. Hey.
Don't dump the room as soon as you get in here, okay? Warm us up, okay?
Listen. So, okay. So, in the filing, they're talking about more than one recording.
Mhm.
So, according to the lawsuit, Archbishop Jordan says multiple private conversations were collected and circulated. Do y'all think that? Because I know what my answer is. I'm gonna let y'all go first.
Okay.
Was this
Oh, we lost Tarsha.
exposure? Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Tar- Tarsha, you know her devices be down. I don't want no parts of a lawsuit staying on mute.
Cause they, honey, don't be added to Jane Doe 1,
Listen, I'm
Jane
talking
Doe
about
2.
what's here. My name is Sean. I don't even have a J nowhere in my name. So I don't have nothing, no parts in it. That's why I said
Right.
I wasn't saying nothing until it was something to say.
Mhm.
Um Intent, revenge, or exposure?
Ask it again.
Was this revenge or exposure?
Hmm. I'm thinking. Tarsha, you heard the question?
No, I didn't. I had to come back in. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Okay. So the question was, is this exposure or revenge?
I'm thinking.
I would say both.
I think it's a matter of you reap what you sow.
Mm.
Hmm.
Whatsoever a man sows, you will also reap. Which is why I created the flying monkeys, because you can't keep being releasing chaos and then nothing can come back to you.
Lit.
God is not the author of confusion. So these are the seeds that have been sown and now they are watered and now they are returning back to where they came from. So there has been a lot of things released that I have seen here on this YouTube that came out into the atmosphere, and now there has been a response.
Mm.
So it's not revenge and it's not exposure. This is the universal law that God created.
Mm-hmm.
And it never says exactly what you have to sow. It's not necessarily money. That's why it says, whatsoever a man sows. So if you sow into corruption, the Bible says you shall reap corruption.
Reap corruption.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is just the laws of God. You can't keep putting out something that is negative and then not think that your repercussions will you will reap something that is negative.
Well, so here's the thing though. Is it a reaping for everyone involved? Because Bishop has suffered, right? On his end. Um, I think just from my pers- perception and in my opinion, allegedly, whatever I need to say to cover my butt, right? I think that Larry may view this and CTV may view this as exposure because now we have to go through discovery. So now I get to pull out all of my receipts and show them before the world and may even let the tape come out.
Mhm.
That's a question. So is it reaping for everybody or what?
Every everybody that is involved has sown something. Bishop Jordan sold into Larry,
Mm.
and perhaps he sowed into the wrong soil. And
Mm.
now his harvest is corruption of he's deceived. Now he's being publicly humiliated. He sold into soil
Mhm.
that reap this type of harvest.
And it happens. We
And
don't
Mm.
sometimes
always
you,
sow into good ground. We don't
yeah,
always.
sometimes you don't know you this person is not a good person. When you meet somebody and you start pouring into them, you spending time with them, then you find out later on, oh my goodness, they're a jerk. This is
Mm.
not a good. And then you know what you have, what comes back? Headaches, hair falling out, can't sleep
Mm.
at night. That's the manifestation of what was sown. And so it's a law that never stops. So to sum it up, what I'm saying is each person has sown something.
Got you.
And Bishop Jordan sold into Larry. Larry felt like he sold into Bishop Jordan by bringing him on his platform.
Mhm.
Each person, every vlogger that's on there, they have also sown something.
But you don't think that Bishop? Oh, all right. Here we go. It's about to be controversial. As a result of Bishop going on to Larry's platform with Larry sowing his platform, I think that's what you were saying. Did not Bishop read pretty good?
Good for a moment, but
Okay.
this is what's going on now. He has to go to therapy. So when you reaping something good, you ain't getting headaches and all of that. You know
Right.
Mm-hmm.
there's a peacefulness to it.
It adds no sorrow.
Yeah, as no sorrow. So it's just very
Mhm.
unfortunate that
Very.
it has gotten to this point where a lawsuit has to be filed because all parties feel like one has hurt the other also.
Mhm.
So it's a very touchy situation.
Yeah, but then too, we got to look at the content creators that are named. They didn't just give commentary. They went into personal things that had nothing to do with the ministry. There were very defaming things when it came
Mhm.
to the ministry. Then you talk about the marriage and people's sexuality, and you talked about it in knowing, in
Yes.
definites, in this is what it is.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, give your comment now. I will say this about Jives. Jives did his commentary. He said how he felt and he left it alone.
Yes.
Mhm.
He left it alone. Conscious went day after day after hour after people and grabbing people from everywhere and just that's that's not, you can't do that to people.
It went
You
too
can't
far.
say definite this happened. You painted all of these stories as to be true stories.
No, but let me ask this though, and organically, Shanae, I see you. That's why I started smiling. Not about this topic, but about that. Um, but my question is, what exactly did Thais do? Because from my understanding, he was trying to steer clear of this because he knew that something like this would happen.
Um, I don't know if these were private members onlys or Patreons or because I'm
Oh.
not in there, so I don't know what things were said in there.
Mhm.
Um, there were some things, and this is for the other one's name. They did do private conversations. But as we all know, just like our private conversations, they always come out. So
Mm.
even in public, when you are, yeah, this is it, and you got to show me otherwise. Well, show me otherwise first before I go publicly and say that this is what it is. You can't, that's not, it's how you give your commentary.
Yes.
Tarsha, let me ask you this. So legally, they can utilize conversations that were done behind a paid wall?
If somebody got the information, the paywall is still a part of YouTube. If it was on YouTube, whatever was said in Patreon, nothing is private here. So there could have been, I don't know, somebody behind the paywall that screenshot
Mm-hmm.
and felt like this is some good evidence. So these people are being taken down by their own words.
That's what it is. That's the other part. This is not saying somebody else said it. These are like, I was there, I heard it. These are certainties.
So
Mhm.
That's
everyone
different.
said something certain? Everyone that's on this docket said something certain? Okay. Because I also questioned why Marcellus would be on there as well.
I still don't understand that, because Marcellus, even up until 2 weeks ago, was defending Bishop Jordan. So I don't really understand. There was no quotes in the lawsuit stating exactly what Marcellus said on his show.
Okay.
And the quotes that are there in the complaint are what CTV said on his platform.
And
Gotcha.
see, I don't know if because people keep was asking about William too. I don't know, it could be the whole Cheesecake Factory thing,
But
because they
William
were
is
actually
not
there
listed
and
as a,
heard.
but William's name is not on the docket.
No, but see,
But they
when
did call him a
you,
defendant in the thing.
because he was there, I guess I'm saying he was at the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
But even in Williams' commentary, his certainties were with Justin.
You know what? Maybe William is one of the does, one through.
But I don't think so. He first of all,
Um,
he wasn't listed. And then number two, William did the work of kind of trying to clear everything up
he
when he
wasn't
did
being,
his
it wasn't
live.
defaming when he was doing it.
But what I'm saying is when William came out and did the live saying that what he said, nothing was on the tape or something, like he tried to demolish for what's being said by saying nothing was on the tape and
Mm-hmm.
calling Justin a liar. Y'all remember that live?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So as a result, I don't see him being on the docket because he tried to do the PR work,
Yeah.
if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But in now I can say in before this, MCD was going ham.
Was.
And then he kind of dialed it back. But when you say such bad things, when you say what you said, even when you dial it back, if you don't go forward and bring it back, then you're just going back and you haven't said, okay, well, I feel
But I
this
think he
way, or
tried.
I don't know. This
But
that's possible.
but there's
But
no
when?
quotes. But there's no quotes for anything that he said that was defamatory.
Who?
Marcellus, right? That's who you talking about, right, Sean?
Yeah.
No, there are no quotes. And
No, there are no quotes.
and Mad Church was adamant that Bishop is a false prophet. Well, there's no claims in the lawsuit that Marcellus said that he was a false prophet. The claims that are being mentioned in
Uh-oh.
the
Let's see. It said 36.
complaint on line number 85, that was never said on any of Marcellus's shows, and that is not a quote. That is basically an analysis of information that is being stated in the complaint. So it doesn't say that he's being accused of calling Bishop Jordan a false prophet. It states some claims about sexual impropriety, molestation,
Mm.
and Marcellus has never said any of that on his platform about
But
Bishop
has he
Jordan.
said it behind a paid
Did he
wall?
talk about the brothers, the thing with the brother?
No, the only thing that I remember over there had to do with Chamaco's son. So that's the only entry on that complaint that came to my attention on line number 85, because Marcellus is on 84. And I know why that was put there like that, to attach it to line number 84. So that
Mm.
when you read it, you would assume that these are things that Marcellus said on his show. But when you are stating what someone said, you have to put it in quotes in a lawsuit.
Mm.
So,
So,
Okay.
but could it be the claiming the false prophet damage the
no,
membership or the people?
But he's entitled to say that
there's been
according to
many
the First
vloggers.
Amendment.
There are
Yeah.
many vloggers on this YouTube that call Archbishop Bernard Jordan a false prophet. Those claims are not stated in regards to Marcellus. So that's why
Mhm.
it was very for me, from my analysis, I didn't really understand why Marcellus was added there, because it didn't line up to the content that I saw him discussing.
Now, why was Shamarko, and I think I understand why Kendall was added, but why was Shamarko added to the case?
I
Now,
think a lot of this stuff is this these private
Did it say why
conversations.
in the complaint? Did it express why he was added?
I
I
don't
know it expressed
remember.
why Kendall was added. They're saying that Kendall edited everything. Why are you laughing, Tarsha? What happened?
I'm
Go
laughing
ahead,
because
Tertia.
CJ Scott one said, "Can you physically prove being a true prophet?"
Listen, I don't know. I don't. I mean, if it's under federal recording laws, defamation, civil conspiracy, emotional distress, racketeering, sexual.
Okay, JP says, Sean, look at count 5. Yes,
Let
is
me
there
see.
as to why he was added. Who are we referring to? Shamako or Marcellus?
Count 5. Now y'all know I can't see.
It seems that the defendants were all complicit in this saga.
Let's
Mm.
see. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Uh, okay. This says McMillan acted with malice. McMillan knew the statements were false or acted with reckless disregard for the truth or falsity. McMillan repeated and amplified allegations that lacked factual basis and ignored uh, obvious reasons to doubt the accuracy. McMillan intended to harm plaintiff's reputation and professional standing by publishing and republishing such accusations as a direct prox. Let's see. I need to put my other glasses on. Oh, let me turn. Okay, wait. As a proximate result of McMillan's defamatory publication, plaintiff suffered. Uh, yeah, yeah, professional injury, false losses. I mean, financial losses, emotional, reputational harm.
Okay. I'm still unclear. And the only reason why I said it is because Marcellus has been adamant about not pursuing that text gate, tape gate, voicemail gate, whatever, all the gates. He was adamant about not pursuing that.
Yeah, but then kind of sort of after CTV did his expose, then it was some, but I mean, you can't tell the person how they feel.
Oh, so you're saying after CTV started doing his expose, then Marcellus was coming out with
It was one video where he went real hard, and I think Daryl came on and kind of
oh,
pulled him back. But again,
forgive me, I don't know.
even if you said it at one time and then you kind of change your direction.
He didn't publicly take it back.
Well, no, he did kind of publicly take it back, but this is what I tell people, like the people that are here now see this live. There are going to be some people still here next Sunday, but it won't be the same exact group of people. So you may have, we're small, so you may have 10 people that have taken something that was said for face value and never came back to get the other part of you saying, okay, well, hey, no, this is not what it is. I don't want to do this. I'm changing. I'm this. So sometimes it can be what you've already said that did the damage already.
Okay.
So if you've already done the damage, yeah, you can come back and say you're sorry, but how many people are going to hear the sorry?
Gotcha.
Because a lot of people was there for the mess.
Yeah.
You got 500, 600 people in the chat. But then when you're talking about you're bringing it back, you got 200 people in the chat, maybe 300. So all of those people that you've already did the rah-rah to, they done took the rah-rah and that's it. If you say your dogs ain't AKC and you go to somebody else and then you come back, well, no, but my dogs are, we did this. Well, you didn't already put out to people that these dogs aren't real. So that's what people, people like mess more than they do truth.
Yes. So they don't come back for the truth, is what you're saying.
They're not gonna come back.
And so the damage has already been done.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So
Tarsha, how do you feel about
come
that?
back, but
I feel like the context of what was written in that portion of the complaint, it sounds ambiguous. And what will have to happen is the other portions of the complaint that actually list timestamps and the actual verbatim quotes that CTV said, the lawyer is going to have to do the same thing for all of the content creators to prove that this is what they said. Because you can't just do it for one and not state and list exactly timestamp by timestamp what a person said, because you have to submit that during discovery, and it's all gathered together through ESI, which is called the electronically stored information. So to accuse somebody of saying those things, you cannot be ambiguous. You have to come as a matter of fact to prove the preponderance of the law.
So Tarsha, let me ask you this. So all things considered, in your live earlier, you said that you're familiar with the law firm that is handling this case. Do you think that they would drop balls like this? Like be vague about certain things, or are they very succinct? Are they very on top of things as it relates to having all of their evidence and things of that nature?
Well, number one, it's a top tier law firm in New York, and one of their specialties is defamation cases. So, this is what they specialize in. And so, with that being said, they've done this many times. So they know how to create a lawsuit that will have a favorable outcome for their client.
Got you. Now, Larry said something based upon when I watched the St. James show. Shameless plug. Go around there if you've not already.
Shout
Subscribe
out
to the
Apostle
Black Church Sector and to the St. James show.
and
Nonetheless,
St. James Eats. We
and
gonna do
St. James Eats and real estate. He got about 12 channels. No, I'm teasing, but go subscribe. Okay. He said that Larry stated that this will either end in a settlement, or what was the other thing he said? Settlement or something else?
Or
settlement
dropping the case.
or
Or dropping the
dropping it.
case. What are your thoughts on that? That question is for both of you.
Tarsha.
Y'all quiet, ain't it? The church
Well,
quiet.
I think that they maybe because of other lawsuits that were filed, and it seems like they've had some type of grace and nothing has really happened. The outcomes were all different. Um, there can be one side that says, okay, this is gonna go away because how are you gonna prove all these things? Let's just drop it. But then somebody who has been through, they're in therapy now, their mindset is like, I'm going to see this to the end. So I don't really know why. Maybe they think it's also a frivolous lawsuit. But at the same time, there's many layers to this. I think that if it were to be dropped, maybe that'll be during discovery when too much evidence is coming out. And at this point, do you want to further hurt your reputation? So I said on my broadcast earlier that Bishop Jordan, we come from Bed-Stuy, and Bed-Stuy is called Bed-Stuy do or die, which means whatever you start doing, you got to see it to the end. So
Yeah.
I don't see him dropping it. I see him continuing on because he's going to see it through to the end. Unless his attorney says, okay, let's settle. And guess what? Even if he settles, he's still a win because he's asking $10 million from each person. Even if they
Oh, Tarsha, you breaking up.
She cut out. Honey,
Let me say this.
10
Everybody
million.
on YouTube talking about they rich. We about to find out now. That 10
Baby,
million,
listen,
the record is
even
about to
if it's a
reflect.
portion of 10 million, do you have it? Why y'all be talking about y'all got stuff liquid?
Y'all rich.
What do you have 10% of 10 million?
10 million.
I just don't
Liquid.
understand how they even let it get to this point. Like, I also spoke about boundaries. At some point, you need to have self-control and have boundaries. You know what? I went too far. Let me just draw back.
Yeah.
And now you got to try to figure out, well, I guess they're going to do donations.
But that too. But can I be honest and say this? The drug of likes, views, all of that can be a hell of a drug. If you go from having a couple of viewers to now you pulling hundreds, and then for some of these guys, thousands.
And them cash apps start coming in.
Cash apps, monetization, the check that you receive from YouTube. That could
That
be a hell of
become
a drug for some.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
That don't make it right. I'm just saying.
But see, even with that too, Court, these ones that have gotten these thousands of subscribers and getting these cash apps and all of this, numbers have dried up.
Hmm.
Cash apps have dried up. I've seen people on that could raise money quick struggle to get 30.
Mm.
And that's everybody. Like, I've watched a couple of them named numbers in the last 2 weeks. They not numbering like they used to. They're not numbering like they used to. The colors ain't coloring in the chat like they used to. So those are the types of things that you have to, and I say it all the time. Yeah, you can have it right now, but when content starts drying up and things start drying up and other things start happening and you're not getting the money that you were before, how do you sustain that?
Right.
You've gotten used to buying equipment for the show, and you've gotten used to eating a certain type of way, and you've gotten used to doing this and you got used to doing that. Now you have possibly $10 million hanging over thine head. What do you do? You've been claiming to be rich. You can go where you want to go. You can do, you can do, you can do. What now? And then the thing that has me real kind of like my perspective,
Hmm.
I think people are shook because any other time Pacer documents come out, I don't care what time it is, you're getting notifications that people are going live. It's been real quiet. It's been real dry. But all of these people that were speaking uncertainties, where y'all at?
Nope. As they should be. Let them hush y'all, okay?
They should have
As you
hushed
should be.
before, but yeah.
And some of them were probably advised to be quiet and let's strategize this thing on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be pushed to say anything if you are quiet, and it's okay to be shook, and it's okay to feel like, oh no. But I do believe, and CTV said this on his platform, that he wanted this to happen so that more things could come out. Now that's what he said when he was doing his expose, and maybe he has changed his mind. I don't know,
He
but that
did.
is what he said.
But see, people talk a lot because they don't think people are going to do nothing. But do you see all of these lawsuits that's coming out? Folks is getting lawsuits left and right, especially content creators. The DO Whisperer is in jail now.
What?
Yeah, these people are not
Mhm.
playing.
Oh my God. Oh, see, we ain't gonna get into that. What?
Tarsha.
Oh my.
We gonna get
Tarsha
into
be into this ratchet mess.
My-
Tarsha, I ain't know you was
yeah,
for
the
real,
DO
girl.
Whisperer. That's a whole. He actually on the docket. I just didn't go there because
Oh
I
my
knew
Oh,
goodness.
Josh was
Where's he
coming.
at?
But
I need to see his video.
yeah, but okay.
Tarsha.
So let me ask this: with this lawsuit, with everybody involved, do you think if the $10 million has to come across and people got to give this up, do you think they can recover?
Can they even start? Let's get to that. Like, can they even start? They
That
gotta get a
I see.
lawyer.
Listen, I must have said $10 million last night about 50 times. My neighbors probably was like, did she hit the lottery? Because I just kept saying 10 million.
Okay,
Listen,
we ain't even got to that point of the 10 million. Just the fact that you have to retain an attorney to answer is gonna run you.
and you got to have a real attorney, not your
Mhm.
good Judy attorney.
Not
You
Chat
need,
GPT.
because they got,
You're not smart enough. You may be smart as a whip, but
you
you
ain't that
still need an
smart.
actual attorney. Please don't represent yourself. You may have
Don't do
to.
the
I don't know.
Tyrone Blackburn. Don't
And I'm
do
gonna
that.
say this because, and this is gonna be, of course, I'm controversial. How much are you gonna bleed your followers dry to pay your court fees?
You bleeding, some of them bleeding them now.
See,
And
hold
I
But
on.
like what Jai
Mhm.
P just said. Should the discipline and discussion have come before the lawsuit? Why should your subscribers have to help you to pay for a lawyer when you old enough to know better? You should have
but
had this
But see this.
behavior
Mhm.
before so you won't get a lawsuit.
But see, this all started way back in the way back when we used to support Larry when he first started getting lawsuits because he
Mm-hmm.
was coming up against these pastors and we felt like he was doing the work of the Lord and we started supporting. It started way back then.
guilty.
Guilty.
I think
And
this is the
see,
mm-hmm.
go ahead.
I think this is the first lawsuit that lists. I think these vloggers are the first to have a lawsuit in the RICO count.
That Rico.
This is like some high level gangster stuff. Like,
That
who
Rico took it
what's
over the
on
top,
here?
baby.
But see, you can't be out here. Listen, I love St. James. I'm just gonna use him as an example. No,
CJ,
I
you
can't
done.
really
Wait.
use him. I can't use him because I
Hold
trust.
on.
I mm,
Excuse me one second. Mad CJ Scott said Mad Church never heard or got the audio. Only 2 mil for him. He's stupid.
but here's the thing. You, how do I say this without being? I know people's characters, okay?
Mhm.
If I'm iffy about your character, I'ma only ride with you so far.
Okay.
If I know your character and I believe in you and I know that what you're saying is right and you, then I'ma ride with you till the wheels fall off.
Mhm.
But your character has to match that.
Okay.
If there's a person whose character is wishy-washy, stories don't add up, this has been told, that has been told, you've had several lawsuits already, I'm a kind of ride with you, but I'm gonna call you like, hey,
Mhm.
I'm not going to come out here and just rah rah for you and then have to turn around and eat crow. That's just me. If I see you
Mhm.
going a certain type of way and you keep going this way with no foresees of you making a left or a right, you just gonna keep going down this path year after year after year after year. I'm a fool with you, but I can only go so far with you
Some
because
people. Mhm.
a lot of these people, now this just could be me, but there has been a few subjects that have come up and it's seeming like people are trying to get into the mix. They want their name called out. I want to be, yeah, put me in this, yeah. Now you get in it and now you got $10 million.
Some people are loyal for validation, but then also again there's this underbelly that I somewhat experienced where if you say my name, it brings me attention.
But
So
what
here we
attention
are.
do you want?
This is true. But again, Views, clicks, likes, cash apps are one hell of a drug.
I don't want that cocaine.
I don't either. I'm just saying that is the underbelly of
It is.
YouTube. And that's why Bishop said that's not going to work in this season. And when he first said it, I was like, not for me, but just in general, I know how entertaining this stuff is. But now I see, and I'm like, oh, I get it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's not going to work. People are not going to monetize that anymore.
But we're
It's not
seeing
cute.
it.
This lawsuit is in fact not cute. And I get it. Bishop had to do what he had to do because what has happened, what has transpired was extremely damaging. But I don't think that those gentlemen are that dumb. I'm giving them a little piece of grace. They had to have been contrived because ain't no way.
But then, okay, we're going to look at I don't want to call him the leader because that's going to be, then we have to look at the initiator.
Mhm.
That in itself, look at what the what was said about this. Oh, this ain't nothing. I heard, I'm like, it's just, it ain't nothing. It's gonna be thrown
But this
out, or
same
it's gonna
person
be
did
settled.
Jake's like that, and now look,
But
nothing came of it.
but this is what I'm saying. If I'm telling my people this and my people believe me, then they're gonna go and do whatever because they feel like ain't nothing gonna come of it. Oh,
Put
I done been through
Nicola's,
this before.
if you could put Nicola's comment up. She said, "Will this lawsuit help or harm BJ?" Bishop Jordan had to do what he had to do because this time it's not about he's selling prophecies. Oh, he's a false prophet. He's used to that. That
Mm-hmm.
has been going on all of the bulk of his ministry life. So he's used to that. I think now with vloggers becoming more influential, and with their influence has caused, just like it helped, it has harmed
Mm-hmm.
tremendously. And he had to do something about it. He could not ignore this. He could ignore being called a false prophet. That's nothing because he has receipts of
Yeah.
being a true prophet, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing. But when you're dealing with his family, you're dealing with air quotes sexual exploits, things of this nature,
That's
then he had to do something, and
mm-hmm.
that tour wasn't helping.
Mm-mm. And see, another thing too with that, look at Cardi B. Did
Mhm,
she get, or will she ever get what she actually asked for? But she made a point.
mhm.
You don't see folks just out here just randomly talking about these celebrities no more because that 1.5 scared a bunch of people. That
Doggone
scared a bunch of
Malargo Graham
content creators.
and Meg the Stallion.
Yeah,
These people are starting to win in court.
exactly. So
Look at
when you
Cardi
have
B.
Hmm.
Cardi, there's been a lot of bishops that we know, a lot of pastors, Jakes, and so forth and so on that been going through these things. And I'm not gonna say not much has happened, but for Bishop to come out and do this, he had to do. You not gonna just keep talking
You cannot.
reckless. So even if it doesn't get the money per se, I think
It's the
it's a win
principle.
on that other side.
And here's the thing too. I don't think that there has been a major win in the church sector as it pertains to defamation. And
Mm-mm.
so I feel like now these pastors are starting to make an example of some of these vloggers.
And Rick, ciao. Racketeer, y'all got this ain't
Rico.
just this ain't just you was talking about me and you that's a lot. To answer your question, Angie, does YouTube pay that much? They pay nice, but they ain't paying nowhere
Nothing.
near the price to do nothing with no $10 million nothing. And because these lawyers, you see their last names, they ain't coming for no mess. So you can't just go out here and get no anybody to represent you. That money alone, because them folks built by the hour.
I don't even want to know how much that
You got
retainer
to come
is.
on and do a marathon on
Hmm.
YouTube because they build by the hour while you
Yes.
sleeping,
Yes.
eating,
If they answer one's
washing your
phone
tail.
call, if they watch it, if they have to watch uh YouTube to gather
Every
their
piece of
evidence.
paper, everything they got to listen to, that is billed.
And I thought my divorce was I thought my divorce was costly, baby.
So you
They
know what
bill for
that was.
everything. Hmm.
So just imagine, because now they got to do discovery. So now they got to go and find stuff. They got to go through this. They got to go through that. They got to Google. They got to do this. They got to.
And so now you got to come up with this money just so you can have somebody to answer on your behalf and defend you. Now, let's say you have the money. Did you really want to spend it on dealing with this?
Nicole say retainers start at 10 to
Yeah.
15K. That's
Hmm.
just the retainer.
Retainer. That's just the start to work. And you don't know how, especially
Baby.
with all these videos and all that stuff like that, how they gonna breeze through that retainer so quick. You saw EJ.
And then you got to think some of these videos is 4, 5 hours long. Baby, the cheapest is $4.50 an hour.
I don't wish this on anybody. And
I
this is very unfortunate, but we are adults and people knew that Bishop wasn't gonna go for this.
and
And rightfully so.
I was being petty yesterday. I was. I ain't gonna lie. Because folks have the tendency of saying, you do this to me, God gonna get you through. Y'all know how many people y'all have bothered that have not bothered y'all at all?
That's it. That's exactly what I've been saying.
How many people have y'all bothered that have not bothered you at all? So is this the repay for all of the people that you have talked about and that you have defamed and that you have talked about? Because that's always said when it comes to other people's cases. You see, you can't see if you did that. So I was a little petty last night. I said, see, should have left me alone. You put me on the side of the road
Mm,
like
mm, mm,
pieces
mm.
of scrap, and now I'm broke. I ain't got nothing.
Mm-hmm. You see how God spun the block? And so that's why, as an outsider looking in, I just don't understand how people can sit down on their platform and continue to attack people and don't think that at some point, it may not be the direct person, like what Sean just said. I never bothered some of these people. Okay. You never know how it's going to come back to you. A lot of the content creators that were attacked by these people, nobody really wants to bring a lawsuit in their lives. But you know what happened? They messed with the wrong one that actually has some money, don't mind going through the motions and the time, because it's only but so much a person is going to take. I said that this
Mm-hmm.
morning.
Mm-hmm. You can mess with me because I ain't got I don't have that money to be getting no lawyers and filling out no papers and doing all of that. I don't have that. So yeah, I'm gonna come out here, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna go on back on. But have there been times where I felt like, yeah, because you're giving people a false narrative about another person. And if a person, prime example, if three people know each other, but two of them know each other better, that third person is going to say, you know what? I know this person. Why would they say that? They ain't lying. They, the whole time the person is lying.
Mhm.
Then you have to come back and say, well, you know what? I was wrong. Well, you didn't already drug me for 3 months. Nobody's listening to your apology. They're
Mhm.
listening to what you said before that. So all of those mean words, those were the things that hurt me. Those were the things that made people look at me crazy. Those were the
Right.
things that shut my money down. Those were the things that had people talking about me. Your apology way after, what does that mean now? You can tell me, but the damage has already been done.
Mhm.
And I think that's where it is. Yeah, you want to apologize now, but the damage has already been done. We got to deal with that. We're not going to skip past.
And I hope that this is a learning lesson because
Please.
for all vloggers
Mhm.
across all sectors of social media, they don't realize that there are consequences, and also how we conduct ourselves is a reflection on how we want to treat our audience too.
Mm-hmm.
And so some of these platforms that have weaponized their platforms, even from the Milagro and um, um, Megan the Stallion case, at what point did Milagro ever say, you know what, I'm going too far? Let me reel this back. And
Mhm.
we all have that opportunity. And we also even have the opportunity of redirecting how we say things, our
Mm-hmm.
tone,
Yep.
our intentions behind it. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that some of the people who are content creators really understand that that's part of stewarding their influence
Mm.
But
and
then
character
there are,
development.
but
Mm.
then Tarsha too, there are some, and I've seen some people in the chat be like, hey, that's enough. Why are we still talking about this? Can we move on? And it's like, no, this my platform. We gonna talk about this. We gonna, but you have people pulling your coattail like, yo, you might be going a little far here, but you want to do what you want to do, and you do it anyway.
And that's what happened with Tasha K and again Milagro Grams. The ego comes into play.
Yes.
And that's what even makes them want to keep creating content about the person, and
Mm-hmm.
they're in the lawsuit at that moment.
Yeah.
So it's very unfortunate.
It
Very.
is. We gonna see what happened. We gonna see what happened. But again, I might do a little single something tomorrow about it. But I don't think I am. I'm just gonna wait.
Mhm.
This was enough. I don't really have to say much.
But my
I'm
conclusion of the matter is, um, this is unfortunate. I'm thinking about Bishop and his family, and this has to be tough.
Mhm,
This has to be tough for them.
mhm.
And so,
Because you have to think they have children and grandchildren.
mhm.
And then they have people at the ministry who are like family to them,
Mhm.
like their brothers, like their sisters, like their nieces, like their nephews. And you have to sit with this. Although you even though you have your people, there are still some people that'll be like,
Right.
now you have to redirect them to like,
Mhm.
hey, this is, so it's a lot. It's a lot to have to deal with. It's not just that individual.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm talked about, that bothers my mother. That bothers my child. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? That bothers other people. So
That's the part.
you can't just think now. If you ain't got no family, you ain't got no mate, you ain't got no kids, you ain't got no, then you wouldn't understand it.
Right.
But for people who have mates and children and grandchildren, that's something that not only they have to deal with, but their families have to deal with. Those kids go to school. Internet is everywhere. So now I have to explain to my grandchildren so that they can explain to their friends who come over. You know what I'm saying? Who parents might be like, no, I don't want you to go because I heard. It
Mm-hmm.
goes deeper than this internet. So I just wanted to bring that up today and do this. And I got my notification. I thought he was on sabbatical. So we
That's what I
gonna go
thought too.
ahead.
That's why I didn't say
Yeah,
anything.
that's why I was like, okay, so we gonna chill. But
Right. That's why
we
I
see.
was I was in the
When I
car with
seen
you,
it, did you
Sean.
see?
We
I
was
was like,
leaning back, wasn't it? We was
yeah. I just seen. I said, oh, oh, that's why
right.
I had to double take. Like, is that really?
Right.
Okay. So, we support each other over here. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. Okay.
Mhm.
Over here. We don't do that. So we did a good show today. Um,
Yes, this was a good one.
Mhm.
yeah. So we did our time. So we gonna go head over and shoot over to Josh's again. The Sprinter vans just pulled up.
Yep.
So we gonna go ahead and go over there. We appreciate you guys so much for
Yes.
sticking and staying with us. I don't think we quite met our goal, but that's okay. We doing what we doing. This ain't a paycheck. So
Mhm.
if y'all do so,
But it will be.
awesome. But it would be
But it will be.
nice to hear the cash app go a ring a ding, a ching, or to see the chat light up. That always inspires us, and that lets us know that we are really doing what we are out here to do. This takes
Mhm.
time. It takes production. It
This is a
takes a
slow
little.
walk over here.
Th-
This ain't no fast
Listen, it
run.
it takes all of that. So you guys is we ain't asking y'all for $1,000, $100 a day, $1,000 a week. We don't give what you can. That is all greatly appreciated. It might get us a sub or something. I like subs. We ain't like that. But another episode of Her Edition Down. We love you guys. We gonna see what happens further with the lawsuit gate and those defendants. We gonna see what happens and what goes on. But until then, we will see y'all tomorrow on Jesse's show for Millennial Mondays.
Yes.
Good night, y'all.
Good
Good
night,
night,
Tarsha.
everybody. Bye bye. So yeah, yo, we gon' I'm moving on out of here. We gonna get on out. This was an awesome, awesome show. If you have not, these are the ways to donate. These here are the ways to donate if you do not want to do a super chat. Anything is welcome. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see y'all in these YouTube streets. I'm about to get on out of here and shoot over to Josh's. So see y'all in a minute. Bye bye.